Okay, the timer is going. But I mean, everyone
Can
in
they
the
hear
chat
us?
knows that I have no patience, and I don't know how the mute button works. So I mean, they know that I'm immediately going to come out of this. This is a completely pointless timer, but it looks fancy, and so here we have it. You know.
I like
I don't
it.
think,
It's
yeah.
legit.
I don't think I've ever been on a stream where we actually use this timer to its fullest extent.
I did one time, and it was for unit reviews, and so I was at the start. I was the only one in there, so I actually let it go the whole way. Oh, it's
Right.
Sprinkles and Manic.
Oh, hello.
Oh, okay, chat. I've got to come out so I can talk to you guys about this. This channel
Yeah,
is
like-
so underrated. I don't know if you've seen Sprinkles and Manic. They are absolutely incredible. They're my favorite for reactions. Like, I have never seen folks that love characters as much as they do. It is. Oh, and Tacho's here too. Hey. But
Hello.
the only warning I will say with Sprinkles and Manic is make sure you are ready to like have hearing protection, because there are a lot of squeals.
I mean, you always gotta love the excitement. It always makes it so great.
Oh, for sure. But everyone should check them out. Man, we got a lot of good folks in here. I see Blut Gang. We'll just say hi to Tacho again because, you know, we love the howdy there. I feel like I need to say hi, sexies, just because, you know, in his honor.
Yeah, we have Chronicos. Oh, I see a lot of cool people here too.
Yes, that's. Yeah.
Who are
Anyway,
we?
sorry, I'm blanking out. Hello.
Yes.
Oh.
What?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was about to say, what is the plan for today, Joel?
Oh, there's
what do you
so
have
much
in store
planned.
for us?
I have so much planned. The first thing I need to do though is introduce folks, and I have a feeling we'll have more folks pile in as we go, because that's just the way it works. But while we're small here, I needed to introduce Fire Emblem, who is absolutely fantastic. We have Axum on today, and he does very thought-provoking but funny videos on Fire Emblem in general. So you've got Lynn and Donald, and then some Grail unit tier lists and all sorts of stuff. How are you doing today, Axum?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on board. I really appreciate it. I've always followed your channel. I love the content you put out. And I'm just grateful to be here today to give my opinions on these new units.
All right, we got to put you on the spot. Who is your favorite CYL unit from this next batch?
I gotta be honest, I really like I've always been a big fan of Scion Leaf just because of his Gale Force potential with like escape room combination and the fact you can get him to 1 HP, then back out at 9 like to a billion range. So I really like that combo. So Golvig is the one that actually I think is the most interesting. But if I have to say, I feel that the most foolproof over the test of time is probably going to be Soren.
Really? All right.
Because Soren is just as strong as the unit that he can give assigned decoy to. And since the units will only get stronger, it means he'll only age better as time progresses.
There was another unit like that. I think his name was Zane.
That's true, but it's a little different, isn't it? Though, like the way it works,
it is completely different. You are very right. It is a very, very neat mechanic, and I think it is much better designed. But I keep on talking over DTM, and he always has wise words. So let's hear what he has to say.
I was just gonna say, I've just seen like very mixed opinions about Soren in the various like competitive chats. I've seen people that think like he's like meta defining and broken, and then I've seen people that are like, Soren would be good if he could actually like nuke or something, which really surprised me personally. But I guess time will tell on that. I will say there was definitely a lot of more excitement for Golvig than I was expecting. Like I ran my super scientific poll on the YouTube chats, and like Golvig was like by far like first place. Like there's a lot of excitement for this unit, and I mean, I get it. Gale Force is fun. We need to spread the Gale Force propaganda. And honestly, Golvig herself looks so cool and like is so cool. So, yeah.
I have heard. We were talking about this just before we started. I have heard this absolute roller coaster for almost every unit. Like, I've heard Corrin is the most amazing far savior on the planet, and I've heard, no, she dies very easily. This unit's absolute trash. I've heard that about every one of these so far. Robin is too gimmicky, but his stuff is so cool, and and I'm missing someone. I'm completely blanking on who am I missing? We had Golvig, we had Robin, we had Corrin,
Thorin and Corrin.
and Soren.
I think we covered it all.
Soren.
I mean, Cyril. Gotta count Cyril in there.
Cyril. Gotta count Cyril, who is actually looks really good. But so what this means to me, and what I've seen just looking at highlights, because I haven't been able to watch this yet. I have seen. I think these are well balanced units, and so they all have strong things about them and places in the meta, and then they have places where they're weak, which is good.
Right. The fact that there's so much discussion on like the unit power and like which one is actually better or will age well is like a very good sign, honestly. And like
Yes.
I think part of the reason is because like these units are so unique, right? Like they literally changed the game, so we have no idea how to like evaluate them or like predict how well they'll age.
Just bring into attention the fact that they created a new type of reaction, basically, which is the
terrain.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, like terrain effects in FE. That's amazing. It's so cool. Like half of the map is on fire. It's great.
It's exactly what Oblivion has been talking about. Like you don't want units like Freyr that hard counter. You want units that open up more design space. And what I love about them is the fact that they are their own counter. Like it's already built in. The way you counter terrain effects is that you cast another terrain effect over it. That's really neat. I love that.
Yeah. And like Dispatch is honestly obviously I haven't experienced every CYL like reveal or whatnot, but of the ones I have experienced, like this is by far like the most hyped one, I think, or the most exciting one I think I've been a part of.
It's a really good one. I keep on saying it, but I mean, IS did a good job. It feels like the apocalypse is coming.
Yes. Yeah, 14 true damage is really nice. Like, actually true damage this time. It's not mitigated by damage reduction. It's true damage.
Not fake damage. True damage.
Yes. Oh my god. I want to make a video about the terrible terminology, like, in fake. Because, like, true damage is not true damage. True damage reduction is not true damage reduction. Like, it's awful, but that's a story for another time.
Well, this is a great time to do it because nothing is as bad as Flared Sparrow's description that specifically says that it negates the terrain effects that Lind gives, and it doesn't. Mm-hmm. Like that is amazing to me.
I think we all read it like the exact same way, right? Like, okay, as it's stated, this should, like, Cadian units should still be affected by the movement penalty. But no, they don't. And it's just like, why? What's happened? Treehouse.
Yeah.
Hello, Oblivion. Hello?
He's quietly observing. Or he got so excited by something we said that he broke his mic again.
Uh-oh.
That's pretty on point.
Yeah.
That's also altogether true. Tacho says that they may have just programmed it wrong. And
maybe.
Yeah. That's a possibility.
Doesn't the Japanese version like have the correct translation though? And it's like doesn't say anything about that? I thought I read that, but maybe I'm wrong.
I didn't read anything. I've been in a hole these last couple days. I
feel
it.
I feel it.
The localization team never messes up in any Fire Emblem.
Oh my gosh, they need to hire me. I will fix all their English. I will make it so that the text shrinks. Like let me get over there.
Yes, let's make a glossary. Like let's actually
Please.
name these effects.
Please.
Can
come
you
on,
fit
Naya.
everything in one page instead of two now, like on the weapon descriptions? Because that would be the biggest buff.
What I would want to do is just have it all be like effects and brackets. So it's just like character gets NFU, character gets +5 to all stats, character gains true damage. Like that's it. Like
Mhm.
all very neat, no long descriptions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's, and I know it would be a huge task, but they need to do it. Ordinary Cheese Wizard, thank you for the good luck. I'm gonna need it. I don't. My Dimitri is somewhere around here, and I'm gonna have to find him before we start off. But I'm missing a few things today. I don't have my mug. Like I've got the very old Fallout mug that is dying. And yeah, I guess I've got Spring Sharena, so she's here to give me luck.
Hey,
Very nice.
did you guys talk about how Corrin's like terrain might be bugged as well?
No,
So
didn't
I
know about
actually read
this.
some. So I know we discussed about this Oblivion, but apparently I've received some comments that it isn't actually bugged, and that like the enemies aren't getting affected, or are not getting benefits from your terrain stone thing. Like
Oh, they're not.
yeah, I've gotten comments about that.
Okay, I gotta do
online, I
testing.
think.
See, this is the problem. I need to do my own testing so that I know exactly how things work. I don't have to rely on like a Reddit or like some random Twitter post.
Right.
I just haven't had time. I just haven't had time to do it yet, but I need to do it.
Mhm.
Tactic, hello. It is awesome to see you. I am glad you're peeking your head above all the water that you're under right now. I got a DM today from a friend, and I think he put it absolutely the best. And it's the descriptions have become so convoluted that it gets to the point where you can't rely on just reading it anymore. Like you have to get the units into combat to see what exactly they're doing. And I could not agree more. Like I think that's where we're at.
I mean, the problem is that like Faye, like as a system, hasn't really been doing any job of like defining like the various stages, the various effects of like the combat. Like what does before combat, what does start of turn actually mean? Like how is that different from start of phase? Like et cetera, et cetera. Like they need to like actually define things clear and set in stone so that we actually know how things like work. Like yeah.
Yeah. And that's Tacho says he thinks that's a game design flaw, and I don't know that they ever expected this game to get as big as it did. So I don't think they
wouldn't
planned
have
that
put the Fates producer in charge otherwise.
far.
Ironic, given that it's like probably the most successful game in the franchise at this point.
Yep. It's kind of crazy to think about, but yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Real
it's the
quick.
game that I. Oh,
Yeah, real
go
quick,
ahead.
Wacky Warrior, I thank you so much for the super chat. I honestly, no funding is necessary. We're just happy to have you here. Like that is your presence is what we're looking for. So, but thank you very much for the super chat. We appreciate that as well. Sorry. Okay, we were going on. We were talking. Real quickly,
I was just going to say that
we've got a lot of chat. I kind of want to show just a couple of replays here, and we can talk about them. But I'm outing Maury's team. Because I thought this was fun because we have both Soren and Robin here.
Okay. And
of
Legendary
course-
Robin too, right?
and Legendary Robin. Yep.
Of course, like we've
Robin
got
meta.
all the things. But yeah, Ingrid proving that she's just amazing again and again and again.
Yes.
You know, I need Tana to show up like soon.
So I was actually thinking about that, right? And I think what if they do the Tana banner and then Gatekeeper just becomes so good literally like 2 days later, and then everyone just wastes.
I'm very scared
it's
about
possible.
Oh man, the zeros.
Oh yeah, Asker is the ultimate Marth counter. Well, Asker and Amir, both of them just absolutely destroy him. But that's
You
okay because we
Asker-
have Robin.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my god.
Look at those stats.
Yeah.
That is nutty.
Okay, bonfire.
I think Asker just got a lot better, to be honest.
Be so awesome.
Wow.
Be so cool.
Dang.
Oh,
Wait.
the Shadow's here.
Oh.
The Shadow is here to try and demonetize everyone with the.
The
Of
DMCA.
course. My only goal in life.
Yeah, I think this. I think SD this season is gonna be ridiculously toxic because like people are just not gonna know what's going on. There's gonna be so many things going on. And everyone's gonna be like not ready to handle it with any of them.
Let me tell you this
right.
much.
It's gonna be so fun though.
I don't.
I mean, actually, yeah. It's chaos.
I don't know. I want to hit rank 1. Once I hit rank 1, it will be fun because I don't have to worry about it.
I'm more of like an either raids guy. Like I do pretty well in either raids, and Summoner Duels is my weaker point, right? And I pulled Tea Time Arya because I said, well, this unit is actually pretty solid. Like it's pretty fast. It can punch through a lot of stuff. Now, when I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I couldn't double this Robin, and I'm like, there is something going on that I am not catching on to. Because if that unit, which is specifically designed to basically counter meta sword units, cannot double this Robin, I'm either poorly playing or I'm not reading all the descriptions. So
He's fast, and I think that's like one thing you just can't underestimate about Rally Spectrum. It just gives plus $5 stats like all the time. Like that's not anything to sneeze at. That's a lot of value. Like
Right.
Yeah, and that's not even counting the special. Jump. We need a term for it because I call it special jump, and it's a horrible name. But like we need a name for that effect that Duo Ike introduced, where like you can jump your special essentially.
I mean,
It's not acceleration. It's like you're like cheating. I don't know. Special cheating.
Tacho, you are always welcome, my friend. It's just in the Discord and it's in the Party Hub Central. Man, I don't have Ilya today, so I am the guy who's working in the background isn't helping me out at all. Can you believe he like took a night off or something? What in the world?
Oh my gosh, what?
oh wow.
That guy works so hard. Hold on, Tacho. I need to.
Awesome.
I misclicked. My bad.
He's like, wait, I need a better chance to to demonetize everyone.
No, I didn't mean it. That one was not intentional.
All right, Tacho.
Here, you know what?
You should
I'll
be able
change
to
the
see.
sound effect.
There we go.
There you go.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Tacho.
Yo.
Tacho, my man, your videos on the individual skills were exactly what I needed today. Thank you.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
they are so hard to read, and so I needed your soothing voice to tell me exactly what was going on.
Oh boy. I don't know.
Hold on.
It kind of
I
just
missed
started
something.
with.
Oh, go ahead. Keep talking.
kinda-
There we go.
Yeah. It just started off. I saw Flared Sparrow, and I was like, "This is bananas. I gotta talk about this." So
Yep.
So I did that one, and then I guess people were really into it. So I was like, I might as well do one for all the other skills too.
Okay. Is Flare like legit the biggest disappointment out of all the CYL 7 batch? Like
I haven't done testing yet.
I've never seen a skill get so hyped up only for it to fall so flat.
Yeah? Oh,
That was so funny.
you had one job, IS. You needed to have it ignore damage reduction, and then it turns out it's infantry only. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
That was what I think. That's what sealed the deal. Being infantry locked was way too much. They needed it for all the other movement types.
It's
How
kind of
good would it
niche
have
anyway.
been?
What?
Yeah,
How good would it have been like on an armor though, like a mage armor far save? That could have been actually pretty solid. You give him a way to have like healing.
Yeah, or
without having
I
to-
mean, at the very least, they could have like cut DR in half if they didn't want to give it full DR negation.
Right.
Like, the problem right now is that, like, flying mages, or most cav mages, like, they can't cut through damage reduction. We don't have that mage special yet. And since they're locked out of, like, magic no follow-up and stuff, they really need a way to get through damage reduction.
Right.
And-
That's one of the reasons people don't like Gulveig so much, is because she can't really
Right.
pierce.
Yeah.
All right, we have found the perfect unit for Flare.
Oh no! Stop.
It's
Stop.
Nimi. I mean that's it,
Wait,
right?
what?
Done.
Oh my gosh.
Done. All right, we're good.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. Just give her all the worthless stuff. I'm down for it.
But wait a second.
Spring Tree they can use? I mean, she could.
Maybe.
Does she have? She doesn't have sling, does she?
Nope.
No, okay.
She has a
Nice plus 3.
Vulture
Okay.
tome.
Maybe we did, like times pulse 4
Okay, yeah, so-
on her.
I mean, she's got the only inheritable colorless tome. Why couldn't they give her colorless valor? Like colorless tome valor. Could we please get that?
That's actually a
know.
good idea. Wow, they should have done that.
They messed her up so much. I feel so bad.
Being the only colorless inheritable means that this is her PRF. The Shadow was the one who told me this, and as soon as he said it, I was like, "Oh my God, you're right."
It's just terrible.
They could have just given her Apocalypse, but no. Right?
Right.
Like, let's not do that. Let's instead kind of throw the lore out the window and give her something useless.
Refine in 5 years.
Shoot, Damastia, did I read that? I have slept a couple times, so it's off of the foe's res, not this unit's res. So never mind, Mimi. This isn't the special for you.
I think I said that Celica can use it kind of well, like because she can like loop her miracle with it. The only thing is
that's a good idea. Yeah.
The only thing is like you get weak to Scowl then, right? Because it's a 3 cooldown special, so someone could kind of like turn it off. That's the only bad part, but other than that, like it's still pretty decent.
All right.
I don't know.
Instead of Celica has slaying, right?
She has slaying and tempo, or anti-guard, not tempo. Not
I mean, I would hope she does.
yeah.
Okay, we have
Robert doesn't have slaying. But
so many summons to do
better.
here.
How do you always have 10 of these? I feel like you summon every week, and there's somehow like 10 show up.
Well,
Nice
these
sword
are
count, man.
the.
Oh, those. Oh, okay. You're
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Oh wait, we haven't. Oh whoa.
I save
Those are
these
the
for you guys. Like I really do. Okay, so we have tickets that I want to go ahead and get rid of these since it's the last batch and it ends in 14 days. We've got the weird special heroes one. We've got the Herofest.
Herofest.
I did that with the small human. So, and then we have the new arena awards, but we'll save that for next time. Like we've got enough summoning on that. And then we've got the remix, which I don't think there's. Oh, I might summon on this. We'll see.
Oh.
You need more selves. Yeah, someone from yourselves, Joe.
I've thought about it actually because if I get Ophelia, then I get DC fodder as well. And I just don't
they
have
knew what
DC
they were
fodder.
doing, putting Ophelia on this banner.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It baited me 100%. They got my words.
They got me too.
They should have put Ophelia on Reagan's banner though. Like that would have been so good. You get mythic merges and then you also get more rearmed. Like, man.
Yeah, well that would have worked too.
Yeah. Rocket Gal's calling us out.
I'm working on it, Rocket Gal. I'm letting everyone settle in. You know, that's.
Oh man.
Okay, but we better get started because we don't want Rocket Gal mad at us. That's nothing good comes of that.
That would be bad.
All right, I have no idea what color I'm picking on this, so Tacho,
Yeah.
which one am I picking?
Oh, what banner is this?
This is the arena banner, so it's all the demotes from I guess this last patch.
I just hit red on this one all the time.
Yep.
Right, you want the right one or the mid right or the bottom right?
Bottom right. Bottom right.
Church of
All
Honor.
right.
Oh, he got his 12th Ophelia last night. Wow.
Who? What?
Ophelia's like so like valuable. Whoa.
Hey.
Hey, lecture.
Fru! Sorry, I saw Fru become a seasonal alt member, and I thank you very much for that. And then I got Larce, which I'm happy about as well. What can I say, Tacho? You've got the luck here going on.
Good. Repel 3, nice.
One
Well, I
panic
think
smoke too.
I think there's a little bit of reverb.
Yeah, repel is nice for the fodder.
Yeah. Can do some chain inheritance stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Graybearded, we got a little bit of an echo coming from you. You might want to mute the stream, but not your voice. Also, hello. How are you doing?
Hey,
man?
I'm doing all right. Hold on, let me see if I can get this fixed.
Normally, it's just when people have the stream going as well as the Discord audio, because doing this through Discord is kind of convoluted anyway.
Oh, I don't have the stream up. I'm just looking at you through Discord.
Oh, never mind. Oh no, no,
Maybe
it's on the Discord. The Discord stream has a. If that's on, then it'll give an echo. Like you've got to mute the Discord stream, but leave the actual Discord on. It's fun.
Yeah, Discord can get wonky at times. Yeah.
Okay, so we were just speaking of her, and she should be up here somewhere. Where did Sharena go? Okay, that's who we're going for. Like, we want green.
Oh, okay.
We want to spring
Okay.
Sharena merge. Like, this is it.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Okay.
All right. Everyone,
We got
chat,
this.
you got to give us some luck.
I had pretty good luck on this thing.
I got like 3 New Year's Camilla somehow. I'm like, how is it possible? I get 3 of the same hero. What?
Bro, you and me. I got 3 Bridal Cordelias.
That happened.
What?
I got 2 copies of Summer Takumi,
Nice.
Nice.
but I got dual mark though, so I was pretty happy.
I did too.
That's a
Yeah.
big win. That's
I
a-
got lucky. I got him too, and I immediately refined him, and I was like, this guy's actually really good.
Yes,
Yup.
it
Mhm.
is.
I somehow managed to complete my Camilla emblem with Summer Camilla, despite never going for any ult of her. And like, I was like, yeah, can I have a character on that's actually on my like top 5 favorite characters, please? Like a Spring Lucina, so I have less chances to get Spring Xander. You know?
How's that? Is that better?
Yes,
think so.
that's perfect. You got it.
All
Wow,
right,
that's
here's a hot take. Sanaki should have been the Choose Your Legends winner instead of Soren.
Ooh.
Oh,
Or just any mage from Tellius. I like them all more than Soren.
That's a
honestly.
volcanic take. That's not even a hot take.
I mean, you're in a welcome crowd here.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Me and Tacho have very similar tastes when it comes to Tellius. Like,
Yeah.
Uh-oh. All right. Axum. Top middle, bottom, or top right.
Top middle.
Come on, Spring Sharena, you can do it.
How many more do you need of her?
no way.
Oh.
We were just talking-
Back to
No
back.
way.
I'm telling you. I'm
All right,
telling you.
you
My,
can,
my,
you can blame me for that one.
It's a rigged. I'm telling you.
Gotta love them nipple
Wait.
frost flowers.
my conspiracy theory grows stronger every single time someone summons.
I've already looked at the fodder and I'm looking again. I'm like, nope, there's nothing here.
Nope,
Right.
still nothing there.
Maybe we get Link 4 and Link 4 is good. Who knows?
Oh, maybe.
That lit
Yeah.
drawback.
Ooh, Link would be cool.
I mean-
yeah.
Yeah, the summoning's been crazy. Like, I don't know, Joel, if you saw like Connor Zax or Satoshi summons,
I
but
haven't.
like both of them plus me somehow managed to get like a 4-star special Makoto while we're aiming for Corn
Wow.
or something. It was like crazy. Yeah. Also,
From
Tacho, have you, you know in Monster Hunter how they have like charm tables? Do you know about that? How that works?
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like summoning is like a charm table where when you load the game, it like gives you a certain amount of units you can summon. Like that's how I feel like it actually works.
Oh, I got you. You
Yeah.
mean like a seed, like the seed table?
Yes. Right, exactly. Like when you load the game, it seeds you into a certain like summoning threshold or something.
Yeah. So
Because
sometimes
how
I'll
else-
do that. Like if I'm
Right.
summoning and I'm having bad luck, I'll hop out of the app. I'll close the app and open it again. See
Right.
if it changes the seed.
Yeah, I feel like that's how it works. I literally feel like that's how it works.
Is that what
Yeah.
I need?
I wouldn't
to do?
even
I
be
need to hop out
surprised.
and
the
come back
RNG
in.
manipulation.
I've now got a unit from the most beloved banner in all of Fae, so that's.
I mean, you
Goes
say
upstairs.
that, but I clearly remember when this unit was the bane of Naoi's existence, back when Naoi was like at the ultimate tier of her power, and this came out, and people were like, "How are we gonna deal with this?" Because
How
of
are we gonna
Splashy
deal with
Bucket.
the splashy
You're
buckets?
right.
Yeah.
The inheritable daggers from this little batch were just amazing. And then we got Grand Scratcher as well. I mean, there was a lot
Yeah.
of neat inheritables there.
There was some tech with Grand Scratcher that was pretty nasty.
real
Yeah,
quick
back,
from,
back when it's
from
from a time
Tranchilal.
when IP defenses were still good.
Yeah.
Yes,
What do
that
you
was
mean?
exactly
have you
it.
Not, have you not talked to Infantry Pulse? They're still amazing. From Tarantulal, since we're doubling bridal Sonic-y victims, he gave a super chat. So
What do you mean victims, man? Sanaki's an awesome character.
I don't like the bridal ult. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, maybe
I
not
don't
the
think
bridal
most
ult,
people
but I'm
do.
like just the character in general. She's such a well-written character.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of Telly's characters are very well written, which is nice. That's why we play the games.
All of them but Soren. All of them but Soren are good, right?
Yeah.
Soren's poorly written.
Okay,
Soren's a well-written character.
Here's
I
the
just
thing,
don't
though.
like him.
I don't like Soren, but his backstory is actually like really
Right.
cool.
Exactly. They did a great job with him. I just don't mix, like, his personality doesn't mesh well with me.
Chat, in case you want to know, if you ever want to set Tacho or Oblivion off, just get them started on Tellius and, say something weird about it. I mean, they'll just go.
I'm actually so glad you brought this up, though.
I wonder what
'Cause,
hot take would get them off.
Everyone has been saying
Mia's
this. Why
actually
does
low-key
Oblivion-
bad.
Yes!
Oh, yes! Oh my god!
Yes!
Oh, baby.
Nice. All right. This is excellent. We're done
Hey,
summoning.
Joel, did you see Rocket Gal got one too?
I did. I saw it online. I saw everyone get a Spring Shrine. It has plus speed. I think I already have a plus speed, but we'll mark her just in case.
I didn't. That was sad.
Yeah, I didn't get
Okay.
her either.
Chat. I need you to post any hot takes about Tellius that you think would set Oblivion or Tacho off.
Joel,
They
why are
already
you
did.
doing this?
They already did. I'm already in chat. Like,
What are you trying to do to me?
I think I have one. Radiant Dawn Part 3 is by far the worst part of all of the Tellius games.
Part
Like,
3.
That is
Which
pretty hot.
Yeah.
I'm
Part
not
3
gonna
is the
lie.
one after Elincia's part, right?
after Alencia, yes.
It's been a minute since I've played.
I'm trying
so-
to think too. Like,
Is that the
It's the-
one where
it's the one where,
final
like,
chapter
it's
is
the
like the
main
Battle of the Five Armies, where you've got like your guys and then Kurtnaga's
Right.
guys, and then there's
Yeah,
all these like green units. That's probably my single favorite chapter in the whole series. Part 3 Endgame, like
Yes.
that shit was
I mean,
wild.
The main thing about it is like the conflict between like
Yes.
Jane and the Laguz Alliance, and
Yes.
that whole conflict, like the Jenga piece that is holding that all together, is something that is so ridiculous that it just topples the whole
yes,
tower.
yes.
Wait.
And,
Okay.
Like thematically, just makes it very bad. Because like the themes of Part 1 and Part 2 were really, really good, and the theme of Part 3 could have been very, very good if it was just not for that one Jenga piece.
Chat.
What will you say?
Now, hold on, guys. Chat. I specifically said Tacho or Oblivion. I did not say DTM. Real quick, before you continue, though. Graybearded, is it right or bottom?
Middle right.
Okay, I'm sorry, DTM.
Like-
I always love
Okay, there-
DTM story takes. So I please go
Oh
ahead.
my gosh.
I mean that was my main one. I'm seeing some very, very hot takes. In
People
the
are just
chat
saying
right
ridiculous
now.
things right now
Yeah.
in chat that aren't even close to true to make
I
me
was like-
mad.
Yeah, they're trolling now.
Tacho, Oblivion. This isn't a hot take, but would you be mad if I said I benched Mist at the tower so I could bring Oliver?
No, I mean, I don't. That's fine.
I benched
Dude.
all the Bayork. I just brought like all the Laguz Kings.
No, I didn't even bring them. I just brought Oliver and like Ike and like a couple others. I didn't even bring like any of the strong ones. I just brought like all the really funny ones.
I mean, you
And
can
it
do
bothers people every time.
I don't really, I don't really care who
know.
people play with.
I think by endgame in Radiant Dawn, the only
Yeah.
Bayork units I actually brought were Shinin and Har.
Yo,
And then like everybody else was
Yep.
either a mandatory bring or like all the Laguz Royals.
Mhm.
I'll never
I don't
understand
remember if I put on my end tower.
how people try to rate Mia above Shinon. Like it's just impossible.
Oh,
Like
no.
Shinon is such a fantastic unit.
Yes.
Shinon is good from
Yes.
beginning to end with zero investment.
Yes.
And
Yes.
somehow people sit there and go like Mia's better. I was like, you are nuts. Like it's just unacceptable to me.
I mean, it's pretty easy to see why. Mia's
Right,
waifu,
exactly.
Right? But
Exactly,
Mhm.
100%.
Yeah, but why would you use either when you could use Godward?
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Okay, a couple things
yeah.
real quick. We have... okay, I'll read that in a second. I want you to know why this is an amazing pull. back right before Dragon Flowers became a thing, I foddered him for Live for Honor.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Okay.
And then Dragon Flowers became a thing, and it says he's been sitting there without having his flowers harvested for all these years, and it's bugged me. So this is an amazing pull right here. I'm here for this.
Any armored tome unit is so rare. I would just hang on to all of them.
Wait,
This
doesn't
is like
Sharena
a-
have Live for Honor?
I'm not sure I had her at the time, but anyway.
This is like a Ryan Reynolds, but why moment? 'Cause why would you do that?
But why?
I mean, I don't even remember what Live for Honor even does. Like, I've literally
gives you
never
more
seen
badges.
The skill.
That's
Yeah,
the
more
badges one.
Yeah.
Right.
I wonder
As
why
if
I haven't heard
anyone-
about it.
What do you even use badges for? I don't have any idea.
I don't remember.
It's like the seals and basically those seals, promotions, all that stuff. Like if you play long enough, you don't really worry about it. But like when you first start out the
Yeah, like-
game, getting upgrading seals or any of that, it's a pain.
I don't
Actually,
think
I
I've
take
ever
that-
ran out of them.
I take
Okay.
that back. Sharena's isn't Live for Honor. Sharena's is Live for Bounty, I want to say.
There we go.
Because it's the one for the
Right.
level up crystals.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
reason
yeah.
why I use her once a day in the training tower.
Okay, I
Right.
need to catch up on a couple super chats here. The first one is from Wacky Warrior. This is his hot Tellius take. Ashnard should have come up and personally killed a player character like Titania or Oscar. Raise the stakes, make him evil.
Already really
I
evil.
mean, I guess.
Yeah,
He
I
could
feel
have
like-
he could have
Can you
pulled a
kill, like,
Joggin
a-
on Titania.
Kill like a bad one, like Mia or something. Like, don't kill Titania and Oscar. Like, who's gonna carry?
Yeah. I think it's, I don't know. I like that Black Knight kills somebody because it makes that relationship much more personal, and that's the one that matters because that's the one
But,
going.
but he does kill somebody, Oblivion. He kills Grail.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Black Knight kills somebody. I think that's better than Ashnard doing it. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
one more here. And I'm going to change this a little bit, this question. So this is Trenchalol. He says Live for Honor 4 when, but I want to know from you guys, what would Live for Honor 4 be?
Just gives you
Imagine
double
they
Double
damage.
released like
crystals.
one of those like tier 4 Live for Honor skills, but like you gain orbs instead
Yeah, okay.
of like.
Oh, no, they wouldn't do that.
That's
Immediate
broken.
pull.
No.
Immediate pull. It's like
Uh,
Do you
all
know
in
what
on
game
that.
you're playing?
What was
They're
that?
not giving us orbs.
Yeah. No, I think they should
No.
give out like I don't know, like refining dew or something like that, where like it's really nice. You know what I mean? Like something that you could.
This is the game where you log
like
in and
flowers.
you tap the character
Yeah.
every day and you get 5 feathers.
Right. I know. Right.
yeah, you're gonna. They'll give you. You'll get HM Valor before you get an orb attractor like
But
that.
so what about refining stones? This is from Erosanin, and I think I
refining
think that would
stones.
be good.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
like,
a good idea.
I guess. We
Like
get so
arena
many
medals.
refining stones, so personally, I would prefer like dragon flowers. Like we need a lot more dragon
Yes.
They
flowers.
won't do that.
Yes,
They won't do
yes.
that though. Realistically, what would they do? Right? It has to be something that they don't want to like use as like a tool to make people play games. It's like maybe it, like triples the HM you get or something like that. That kind of like that
Yeah,
way.
HM would be a good one.
HM Valor. That's
Oh.
that's the one I've been waiting for, and
Yes.
we still don't have it. We're gonna get up to 10,000 on the cap, and we're still not gonna have it.
Who is that?
I mean, if they really want to give us something
Why don't
worthless,
I-
they'll give us arena medals.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's
Okay.
okay.
I was
I
wondering.
did not recognize that either.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I have her.
Shadow
Like, I use her all the
looks really
time.
Me
So
too.
This
The
is
shadow just looks weird.
yeah. This is in honor of Thuron the Avenger. So I'll add her to my
Nice.
merges for her. Mine needs updates. Like I need to find his Azra in Binding Worlds.
Oh, you need to update the units you pulled, Joel. I forgot about that.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that for this because there's so
Okay.
many. Like we
Yeah, makes
we
sense.
would be.
That makes sense.
Okay, that
I
makes
will
sense,
I
yeah.
will add Spring Sharena though. Let's go ahead and add that one.
So you're not adding the double Sanakis?
All right, just for you,
Right,
Tacho.
Shinaki times 2.
Sanaki times 2. If you make me do Sanaki times 3, I am not gonna be happy with you. I just want you to know that. From Bachi the Box, Kitty Paddle Refine when I've gotten 3 Sakuras. I would love to see Kitty Paddle refined. That would be amazing.
That would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those old daggers have really interesting effects.
Can we just get an arcane dagger, please?
Yes.
Yeah. I
Can
mean,
we get like arcane, like anything besides like sword, lance, axe, bow?
Yeah.
Like we still need the blue tome, we still need the green tome, we still need everything.
Yeah.
what we need is a
Speaking of green
staff.
tomes.
Can we get an arcane staff, please?
Yep.
Yes.
And please make them all like either flyers or infantry, so I can duplicate guidance and like stupid skills. Like no more cabs. I don't want any cabs. I guess actually cabs could be good with flared sparrow, right? Getting to duplicate that is gonna be nuts.
Actually, for the staff, you could just replicate Cornelius Asclepius. Just hand that to anybody.
All right, what do you think about this one? And this is from Dalconley 112. They should half the cost of feathers for upgrading to a 5-star.
I actually had that as an idea once. Like maybe during the course of the anniversary for 1 month, cost half the feathers to upgrade.
No, you know what they do. I like your idea. I'm saying no because the way they would do it is if you bought the background, then they would have the cost. You know I'm right too.
Yes.
We can't ever get a freebie in this game.
Nope.
No, that's. But anyway,
You got Legendary Ike, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Didn't he get a really good refine? I don't remember.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah. That's amazing preference special too, like blows it out of
It's
the water.
gotten better over time. I will argue that. I'm gonna get so much hate, but it has gotten better over time.
It hasn't gotten better over time. Hold on.
It has.
The inheritable skills for infantry units have gotten better. But
also because compared to Ryoma, right? When it came out, Ryoma's was like way better because it had no follow-up. But now no follow-up you can just get from anywhere. Like it's so easy to get no follow-up. So I would much rather have slaying on my weapon than no follow-up now.
Let me tell you where you lost me in that. Compared to Ryoma.
Well, the distant counter batch that came out, right?
I mean, you're not wrong.
We're kind of at the point where -1 special trigger isn't that big a deal anymore either, because we have Brave Robin now.
Can we just
You
add?
can't bring Brave Robin on every map yet. We'll have to figure it out. But I mean, they're definitely moving into the area where slaying is less important, which is nice because it's been so dominant for like years.
Yeah. We have that new Gambit
like,
skill that
anywhere
wants
near
you to
there
have
yet,
high-cost
though.
specials.
Yeah. Grail. Let's go.
Ooh, awesome.
Oh, look at
Fury
that! Back from the dead.
thing. Fury fodder. Let's go. I need more of that.
How dare you? How dare you?
It's Dad and
Do
Fire
we ever
Emblem.
think we're gonna see their mom?
I could see that.
Did.
I could see that. Yeah, on maybe a
The
different
game,
banner.
Maybe on a
It's like
Valentine banner.
One time I want to see a Mother's Day banner, like with her, Citri, like maybe Levitain and Legurin's mother.
Do we know who that is?
You're speaking my language there. Levitain and Legjarn's mother? Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Or like a nice caring mother figure like Aramia, something like that.
Yeah.
Right, definitely.
Oh, Sprinkles and Manic wants a full mommy banner.
Dude, they do a MILF
Why
banner.
can't-
Like, there
Make
goes my
that,
word.
yes. Make that a seasonal banner. The mom
Yep.
banner.
Every single year I'll be pulling on that.
Because you can't do a dad banner because they all die.
I mean,
They are not nice to dads in this game. That is for certain.
No,
Although
no.
Lumera, so I mean they weren't nice to moms either.
Well,
He was
Especially
kind of
when
like the
it's
father
FC.
figure there.
If
Like they
you're
didn't
a
have another
parent in
choice.
Fire Emblem, your fate is sealed.
pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Elliewood says hi, by the way.
All right, let's go ahead and do this Herofest banner. I want to go all the way to Spark for this, and we're gonna do a combination of green and Robin there. And that's gonna be our extra.
Okay.
I really want Special Fighter 4 fodder.
You mean Black Knight?
I
love
mean
his
Black
idol.
Knight. Sorry, I.
Who do you want? Who do you want to
Who's
give?
like that? I only
Special
know
Fighter
Distant
to?
Dark fodder.
Oh my gosh.
I have plans for Special Fighter 4. That is a very good skill, especially when combined with Armored Beacon. It's absolutely
Yes.
fantastic.
Yep.
And so you have Robin to give it out, and then you have Black Knight to die for it.
I still love his idle animation where when he exhales, it's like it's still cold around him. So when he exhales, you see the breath. I always thought that was a cool effect.
How many Robins and Black Knights do you want, Joel?
As many as I can get for the Spark. Like that, we're just going to the Spark. I really only need one Black Knight, so we can stop on green after we get one of him. If we get one of him. I mean, you guys know this isn't a sure thing.
Yep.
A sure thing on Herofest.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, who even remembers the days when you couldn't even spark?
Yep.
You'd go like 300 orbs without
so
a black
long
spark.
ago.
Dark
Like,
days.
yeah.
Dark days.
700 orbs without a Winter Tharja. Trying to get Vengeful Fighter.
Oh.
Yeah. Back when
when
Vengeful
did
Fighter and
Spark
Bull Fighter came out,
release?
like they were the ultimate bait.
Real
Armor's
quick,
not to suck.
Arosanen is calling me out. I said Black Knight was disappointing. I still like his fodder though. I mean,
I mean, low-key,
Yes.
he's not
I mean,
fantastic,
that's his
but
role in Fae. Fodder,
but he's
apparently.
cool. I mean, he's very cool.
I don't make the rules.
Joe just wanted to make a video to get back at me. He's like, okay, time to.
what am I
Actually,
gonna
Joel,
do?
is that
Go ahead.
does that carry to the character, or is it just he's not good in Fae?
Oh no, Black Knight is an amazing character. You won't hear me say anything else. That is, yeah. I can't, yeah. But it's just, I mean, he made the top 5 worst because he really was not a good far savior. Folks use him as a near savior with some success.
I was thinking give him Assault Troop and just have him smash people with Black Luna.
Well, have you heard the plan is what you do is you put him next to Fallen Maria, and then even if the first hit kills him, he retaliates with Black Luna, and just wreaks absolute havoc on folks.
The only problem is that unless he has
Blackboard.
Special Fighter 4, you can't like pierce the R, right? So you'd have to change his kit basically to make it really dangerous.
Like Special Spiral 4 or something.
Yeah, and then I could see him
Batman
being
Killer.
dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, to my knowledge, my view is that, like, Winter Black Knight is a discount Valentine's Lucina, essentially.
Okay.
Because, I mean, it's true.
Valentine Lucina is still pretty good. I mean, Future Vision will never age poorly.
Right.
Like, being able to act
okay,
again
but
and
it's
give
like,
buffs,
let's
still
see
good.
which green axe armor is on that SD tier list, all right? And then we'll talk.
She's carried by her assistant. Like that's literally it. Her assistant is what makes her good.
DTM has lit up the chat.
I mean, if it's her signature, I mean, it's valid to associate that with her.
Well,
you know?
no, when you're from Awakening, you get a lot of favoritism and get good skills. And when you're from Tellius,
Okay,
you still
that
are
is
using.
not true when it came to
Oh,
Lucina.
okay.
Like, from 2018 to 2022, Lucina literally did not get any new alts, okay? Like, it was so sad. Then we had that terrible Resplendent that I do not want to talk about. Like, it was terrible, okay? Meanwhile, like, Lynn got, like, a bajillion alts. and, like,
Lynn's not from Tellius. What I'm saying is that we have Duo Ike and Winter Black Knight, and they're still using PRFs from the first year of the game. Literally. Like, what is going on here?
I very much sympathize with popular character syndrome. I'm so sorry your favorite character is very popular and gets attention every year. Boo.
Right,
It's
exactly.
so sad. Like, we need to start a fund for all the Lucina players here to help us cope with the lack of representation.
Oh, man.
Of
Right.
course.
Okay. Real quick, I got a super chat here from Wacky Warrior. From the BK value meal to the BK premium, he is always useful to help feed others. A man of the people. Thank you, Wacky Warrior, for those words of wisdom.
Wacky Warrior's killing it with the donos here.
Oh,
Yep.
he's amazing.
That
Why-
BK was awesome. I wish we could get a couple more of those, just with
Why-
different units.
Yes.
Hey,
there we
There we
go.
go.
The real question is, why do we not have a Zeldris Resplendent yet? Like, just or an Ascended?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
why is
I
that
want-
not
yeah.
a thing? It's
I want him
an
in his red
easy
armor.
fix. Yeah, it's an
That
easy
armor
fix.
Zelgius.
He's probably like the best choice for a Resplendent lore wise. Why do we not have one?
Because
I
I
think
thought,
yes,
like,
they're
the
probably
winter-
holding off.
What
Just
I
can
thought
because
because
the-
her Black Knight would be like Zelgius in his red armor. Like it would have
Yeah.
fit so well with like,
Yeah.
you know, Christmas
Yeah,
colors
but-
and everything, but they just made it Black Knight again. And I was like, what? This was the perfect opportunity to give him its red armor. What are you doing?
I mean, it's obvious why. They don't have to make another sprite then. They just take the old sprite, change a little bit of it, and then they're done. So it's just easier for them.
True. I mean, they could. I guess they could just like, you know, do a palette swap too. Technically.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, Tactique. I agree. Awakening in general needs more ult.
Oh
okay?
my god, stop. Stop. You Awakening fans.
Tactique says, speak
I-
for
y'all
yourself.
are eating good enough. Come on now.
Tactique
And
says, speak
before
for
we
yourself.
hear-
I'm a Noe fan, and I got one alt in 1 year and nothing else since. that is very true. We need an just absolutely broken armored Noe to come out.
Yes. Awaken in general needs more ult.
No.
That's true. ICC
What's
math.
crazy to me is that all the other baby dragons have gotten like 1 billion alts. Like, how many Murs do we have? How many
Yep.
Faz do we have? And we have like one Naui alt.
20 tikis.
Yeah, Tiki,
We have
they
one-
just can't
we
get
have-
enough for her.
He is the exception,
Lumia
not
with
the
a
rule.
single base version. We have Longku, who doesn't have an ult for whatever reason. We have all the second generation besides like the trio, pretty much.
You know why, right? It's because every time there's an Awakening banner, they have to give an ult to Robin, Prom, Lucina, and everybody else. So there's no room for anybody else to get an ult.
Not
Oh,
Robin, Dreama. It's
That's
Dreama.
like how I feel about
Robin and
Tellius,
Grief are the
though. It's
same
like,
thing.
No,
every
they're
time they
not.
do-
They're so not.
They are the same thing. It
And
says Robin on the
before-
title. It says
and
Robin on the
before-
name.
And that is
I'm-
stupid because it's not.
I'm gonna be the only guy that speaks with 3 houses.
Yes,
Can I get
Sparkle,
these to
Sprinkles, and
please?
Maniac. So agree. Robin and Grima are not the same thing. See,
That's the- oh my
chat
God.
is behind me.
I
in
don't
this.
care.
I
Chat's
care.
wrong.
I hate to break the news to you, but it looks exactly like Robin, and it says Robin.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
not gonna lie.
Probably Robin.
I'm still
Everyone's just
impressed.
literally-
Different people and different characters.
Wow.
Still
like-
impressed that at this point he hasn't dropped that Awakening has saved the series. Like I'm fully expecting that to come out at some point here.
I think Awakening saved the series, and Three Houses put it back into the pits of hell. Because we have not left that realm of arguments since it
I
came
love
out.
that. I love the argument. It's great.
Real
It's
quick.
funny, but it gets tiring at times.
Real quick, from Wacky Warrior, we have Sully alt win. I'm with you. I think we need a Noe.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm
I
here for it.
agree.
You just gotta sacrifice a Robin.
Sully and
Sully.
Titania.
Yes.
I
And
actually
also,
thought it
where's
was gonna
Marcus?
be Sully. I think, what was it, the Bride banner this year? It looked like
Oh,
the silhouette
yeah.
was Sully, and then it turned out to be, who was it, Flavia?
Yep.
Flavia. Well, I
I
thought
love
Flavia
that
was,
ult.
like guest
Okay.
at
I'm sorry. Hold on, real quick. This is a very important circle. I need some backup.
Get Dimitri.
Going to grab Dimitri. Yep, there he is.
very predetermined.
All right, we're good to go now.
All right, here we go.
I don't want to hear your logic, DTM. That doesn't
We're
hold
getting
here.
at least one Burger King in here. I guarantee it.
And let's go.
Guarantee it. All right.
All right. Guess we have to go greens first.
Pull every last one of them.
Huh.
Oh,
Speaking of
Speaking
tiny
of
dragons
dragons
that
with
aren't
alts.
Noe.
I don't know why she has as many ults as she does. Like, she's a nobody in FE6.
It's because FE6 has nobody. That's the problem.
Oh,
Like, there's
I-
no characters in FE6.
I missed a super
Whoa,
chat
whoa,
from
whoa.
Jesus.
I'd be down for legendary Ikrin.
I mean, like, okay, like, I'm still so salty that people got mad about Lilina getting a legendary ult when it's like she's pretty much the number 2 of FE6 in so many people's eyes, and they're like, oh no, we want Guinevere, we want X character, who's actually important. Like, I want someone that is actually playable.
All right, here's my
I've-
take
I've-
on that. I didn't want either of them. I just wanted Roy, and that was good enough for me.
Yep. 100%.
I mean, if we're gonna say
He ate
who's really number 2 there, it's Merlinus. Like, let's be honest, he's in every conversation
Yes,
since the beginning to
sir.
the end. So, like, we should get legendary Merlinus by that logic. Like, that's the truth,
I-
and
You
I
know,
would
he
fully
has-
support that.
Dude, he has more story relevance than Lilina and Guinevere. I hope
He
you know
does. So does Jagan in New Mystery of the Emblem. I've been replaying it recently on an Iron Man, and like Jagan is in every single cutscene. He's
Yes,
the most relevant
sir.
guy ever.
All right,
You're my
guys.
favorite person
I
in
have,
the call for tonight.
I've completely lost control of the Discord here. That
That's why it's called Discord,
Yeah,
buddy.
we thought the podcast was savage. Like this is extra savage.
Okay,
right
real
now.
quick, I've got to catch up though. So Jesus, it says, meanwhile, I'm waiting for Volk with no PR or no preference weapon. Oof.
Yep.
Isn't that Vike?
Sorry, that's
Vike.
Vike. I looked
yeah.
at it too. I looked at it too quickly. Vake. So there's always a unit you're waiting for that they seem to hang over our heads. Okay, here we go. From Mario Maniac, Speed Smoke Winter Black Knight in AR, good in light, legendary Zelgius. I would
Oh my
totally
God.
take a legendary Zelgius. I think he would be a great
Oh,
unit
yeah.
for that.
My wallet would be gone.
I would be mad
I
again.
can.
I would
I
take
don't
it.
know. For me, like the legendary heroes have lost their purpose because it's like
I mean-
anyone can be a legendary now. I feel like.
I feel
I
like
mean,
the
that's-
Mystics are
that's gonna
worse,
be
but
it.
we'll cover that bridge in a
Yeah.
bit.
The thing is, like,
Just-
Tasha, like, there's just no way that they can keep printing legendaries. You know, what I mean, they have to just pick somebody. So
Yeah.
See, that's
guess,
why I don't understand
well,
why they're doubling down each month. Like, I remember when they made that
Yeah.
announcement, I was so confused. They have so many more mythics they can do.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
Mythics
here's
not
another
added.
thing. Why not just instead of making it called a legendary hero, just call it something else and release it in the same banner?
They don't care.
Here's your new powerful hero or your worthy hero or whatever they want to
And,
call
it's,
it.
and it's specially designed for Seer Snare.
All I'm saying is
I
that
thought, like Ascendant. We all thought like sort of Ascendants were going to be that way, but then they like
Ruined
Ascendants. I mean, ever since no,
Joshua.
like Ascendants, they've gotten so lazy. Like I think Joshua was
Yeah.
like the last good one, and then like Ishtar literally looks the same. Florina
Joshua
looks
was
the
like
same.
the third
Joshua was
one
the
in.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
like to
bad.
get,
Yeah, that's
contest
how, like-
Ithun.
and
Ithun
like,
looked okay.
I actually
No,
do
I think
think
looked
that
great. She looked great.
maybe if like they actually make popular characters Ascendants, like Lucina, Edelgard, Ike.
Oh my God.
Roy,
All right, guys,
as
you gotta let me
Ascendants,
finish
that would be
these. Okay, from Tarantulalol, IS is blind. That's why Fallen Leon isn't Fomortis, which is weird. I do not understand that, but
I mean,
I
it's
do know-
pretty much this. Like, that's. I mean, let's be real.
let's see. Did I catch them all? Oh, I did. I'm caught up. Oh no, one more.
There's
Oh,
one
from
more. there's one more.
Tarantulalol again. So Sita and Lilina were proof that legendary status can be. Oh.
Wait, what?
I would not finish.
Okay.
It is, pretty bad.
Whoa.
Not gonna lie.
I may
Whoa.
not finish that, but that's wow. That is savage right there, Tarantulalol.
And I'll finish it for you if you want. I'll read it.
No. Well, we're
Oh wait, I just assumed the cons. I just actually read the message. Never mind.
all right. I got to get back to summoning because Tacho has guaranteed that we have a Burger King in here somewhere.
Right.
Yes, we do. Hey, what I tell
there
you?
it is.
Let's go.
What I tell you?
It's lit.
Tacho.
My summoning senses were tingling.
Is that your wallet? Is that your summoning sense? When you have that itch in your back
No,
pocket.
my wallet is very far away when I play Fae.
Wise man.
Smart man. Smart man.
Okay, we've got to finish out the greens. I want to see if there's another BK hiding under here, just because.
And under door number 2,
We have Lex.
Lex, all right.
somebody threw out the idea that Lex with the new, if he gets a good refine with the new Gambit skill, he'll be pretty good. And I actually kind of think I agree with that.
I mean, any brave weapon.
I mean,
kinda.
yeah.
Yeah.
Braves with Gambit are pretty cool.
But his lopsided stat distribution is what makes him like even like as a cav
Yeah.
with pretty good defense. And
Yeah, his
he's-
weapon gives him +5 defense and res.
Yeah.
Okay. Last chance for this circle.
Linhardt.
Linny.
Why didn't they give us a better Linhardt? This is not the Linhardt
He's
I
a
wanted.
male. I mean,
I mean,
Gave
he's
him
hurt
warp.
to being a healer, so his fate was sealed.
Oh wait, we're not doing green anymore. Just colorless. All right.
They really need to do like healer, 3-star, 4-star healer refines.
Yes.
And Dancer refines.
Oh, why they're so against that?
Yeah, let's go.
From
cooking.
Alex, does that mean Ross can be good as well? Ross is better now. I don't know if he's like amazing, but he is better.
I've never understood why people hate Ross's refine so much. I
'Cause
mean,
it's
like, what do you
bad.
expect? He's a 3-star. He's certainly
Hacho.
a lot.
And then Echidna
Hacho,
exists.
Echidna
It's
like,
like-
exists. Like,
Okay, like what?
But that's not a fair comparison. 'cause
How is it
Yeah,
not?
it
They're
is.
both
It's
3-star
100%
units.
fair.
It's
they came out like a
see,
month apart.
Honestly, I don't even think the base is the problem. I think the refine effect being tethered to HP is what makes it so
Yes.
anti-synergetic.
Yes,
If they gave him anything
Exactly.
else, he would be really good.
It needs to be
I
based
guess
off
everybody
attack.
just assumed him to punch through anything with his billion attack that he doesn't have. Like, what was the goal there?
Right, and he's not tanking anything either. Well, maybe Gambit now
Advantage.
helps. Gambit
Yeah.
definitely helps.
And I think like
Mario
Oblivion,
Maniac.
like-
Look at what you've done.
No, I think that was Alex. Alex started it, and then
Oh, Alex. I was saying
Mario
Alex
mixed.
started it, and then yeah, Mario Maniac has the psst. How does Gambit Ross make y'all feel? I think we're there. So
I mean, if it makes you happy, do whatever you want. But like,
No, you have to do what we
part of the
say.
reason
We're the
why,
meta.
like, there's so much
Maxim.
like
actually,
least
you
hate
sound
on
like when
Black
I'm talking
Death.
to my kid. I'm like, all right, you can do that, but I might be disappointed.
you're gonna learn the consequences of your action pretty quickly, son.
When you
stick a
Joel,
penny in the light socket, try that out. Oh,
Joel.
like hell, didn't it?
when you tell your kids that, do they listen?
No, never. Did we listen when we were kids? Like that?
Nope.
Yeah.
And then-
but it's female.
Then they wind up with the
No,
Gambit
I-
for Ross.
When I was a kid, I was personally pretty easy to guilt trip. So like, if they would give me that look, my parents, they're like, you know the look I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah.
if you do something, you're gonna regret it later. I would immediately see them give me that look, and I'd be like, okay, I'm not doing this.
oh no, I got spanked and like I was always in trouble. So no, that didn't work at all. I remember. Okay,
I got
As
lucky.
a-
I was second born.
I'm second board too, but as a kid, I got in the emergency room so many times that they had to take me to the police station because they thought I was getting beat by my parents.
Ooh.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh,
and they're
wow.
like, I was like, no, I just fall out of trees and get hit by stuff all the time, and they're like, oh, okay.
This
Like,
is
yeah,
That ground, it's just that sneaky ground.
yeah, it
It'll
sneaks up
just
on
walk up and smack you.
for any of you in the chat. Like this is not uncommon for boys at all. Like it is. You have a boy and you realize how close to death you were your entire life. Like,
exactly.
It's absolutely nuts.
Pretty much.
All right, Zashadow. Which
What's up?
green am I picking?
Does it have to be green? It kind of like the reds.
All right, just for you, we'll do a red. I pick a red.
Is another Allure really a bad thing?
Actually, no, I like black knight more. Let's do bottom green.
Bottom right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's do that one. But it could have been an Allure red.
Addy in the chat with gravity jump
Could have
scare. That's
been.
hilarious.
Now
Thank
we'll
you.
never know. Now we'll never know.
You're right.
No,
I have
he's
to be
got
full
the
circle
orbs.
to find out.
He's got the orbs. He's got the orbs.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, I'll be like the parent that like gives you like that. Yeah, whatever you were just saying. It's like you could back out, but you know there could be a 5-star.
Exactly. So Shadow understands.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Oblivion's propaganda is widening. The whale propaganda.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Sprinkles
guys,
and Manic
since
says,
Mercedes just showed up,
Oh, go ahead.
who would have thought that Three Hopes Mercedes would have been better with T Ira?
Wait, what?
I don't remember you.
They
don't
didn't.
even
Yeah, they
remember what
didn't
she
do
looked
any of
like
the time
either.
skip ones for that. I was
Hold on, hold on.
surprised.
I'm completely blanking on what Three Hopes Mercedes looks
Me too.
like.
I have to look at her.
They
Is-
they
Yeah,
cut
it's
her
just
hair
like-
and they gave her a
yeah.
hat.
Not the bob that she has in post time skip.
I hate the bob. The bob is terrible.
Oh, I
Bob is
think I
terrible.
remember.
But Three Hopes is all right.
This
Not gonna lie, I
Does
haven't like
Arias-
touched Three Hopes since like it first came out, so I have no idea.
I don't think
She looks
anyone did.
this
Yeah,
Aria's
that game-
effect.
That game died within like 2 weeks after release.
Well,
I
you know,
almost
we go with
got it,
Monster
but
Hunter.
then-
I had money.
No, dude, I almost got that game. I was like, I'm willing to put up with Warriors, and then they said you have to beat the game 3 times to play as Gatekeeper. I'm like, I'm never playing this game.
They were smart.
No, they
Yeah.
were. So sad.
Okay, I'm with you. Yeah. I would have been
Yeah, I
down for
agree.
this.
Yeah, it's way better.
Graybeard
But may I
with a
just
hot
ask,
take.
what does
Oh, that is
Ira
pretty
have
nice.
to do with Mercedes at all?
Nothing.
Like,
Nothing
why
at all.
are they
Nothing.
together?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's. I haven't even listened to their chat yet. So, real quick, Wacky Warrior. My NDE was from an allergic reaction. Oh, yeah. Being allergic to nuts is not fun. Especially in a classroom full of kids because they kids are dirty. That stuff gets everywhere.
Yep.
Does Arya's effect work with people from Three Hopes or no? Does anybody test
Yes,
that
it
yet?
does.
Like it
It
does.
should.
Yeah.
They,
Three
they
Hopes is the
consider
same game as Three Houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Three houses
Yeah,
and
because
Three
it's
Hopes.
just
services are
just
the
so
same.
this represents both Three Houses and Three Hopes.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Rebecca in the chat says both big sisters.
I mean, you could do that for anything.
Yeah.
What?
Hey,
I don't know. I feel like
I mean,
Who is
What else are we
Arya's
gonna do?
so many
sister?
good harmonic ideas that IS is not capitalizing on. And like
Shamir would have been better. Shamir and Ira would have been like two badass babes. Yes, please.
The thing about
yeah,
it is that they
yeah,
wanted the
that.
counterplay.
And-
They wanted the soft, the gentle Mercedes versus the fighter Ira. Because think about Mercedes' family. Yeah, she knows how to deal with people that only want to spill blood.
So
Look at
one
her
spills
other
blood,
so many
the other spills
harmonic
tea, is
ideas.
that-
Like yeah, sprinkles.
Yes.
Like Frederick and Sedith harmonic. I'm still
Yes.
waiting for my Lissa Ophelia harmonic. That would be super hilarious. I'm still waiting for like. There's just so many ideas. Like okay, the Tiki Tiki harmonic. The conversation was actually really really well done. So I really like that. They need to do like more of that, honestly.
I know we're not
Yeah,
going to get this one, but I would hope one day they do an Odin Owain one just because of the chaos. So it would be so funny.
It'd be
I-
so fun.
Hey, Deke.
The one I'm waiting
Hey.
for, hopefully next year, is Harmonic Ivy Lysithia for Harvest for Halloween.
Ivy Lysithia?
I'm kind of
Yes.
over Lysithia to be honest. Like I'd be okay if she doesn't show up again for a while.
Yeah.
Again,
How about
next year?
I think like they need to stop doing an alt once a year. Like I think that's kind of just ridiculous. They should like put 2 years between each alt for characters so that other characters
so
can
that's
actually
the-
get
That's
chance.
true.
every
I agree
lord-
with
I
that.
mean, listen, guys.
No, I'm
Three
okay
Houses
benching
is
the Lords
the
too.
best thing since sliced bread. They have to keep doing Three Houses. Every banner.
I mean, they do. To be fair, they do that with Awakening and Fates too. Like we get a Corn and Robin every single year, literally.
Bro, we love Three Houses.
Yeah, but
Hey,
it's not as
when are-
frequent. I feel
okay,
like
when's our yearly Veronica alt going to come in this year? When is that
It'll
gonna
just be a
happen?
different version of Golvig. You just wait. It'll happen. Don't worry. It'll be. It's gonna somehow, somewhere. It's gonna happen. Don't worry.
Actually,
Is-
my other idea for a harmonic is and that don't get as many alts would be Ishtar Brunya for summer for reasons.
I respect it. Linhardt Mirabilis, that would be so cool too.
let's
Yeah.
go
That
back
would
to
be
this-
good. That's actually really good because they were always napping. Genius.
Oh, no,
But
that would
no.
be definitely good.
And
I'm
a
a
drift
fan.
banner.
Or Har and Lindhart. Like Har's always napping.
Har, yes.
As long as Har's in the front, because if Linhart's in the front, I'm gonna tilt.
I also kind of want the.
We're gonna.
Do y'all remember
Could be a
the
brave
webcomic
healer
that was
staff.
in Athena.
Is that ordinary cheese? Are you saying a sleepy character's banner?
Pajama banner. Yeah.
Pajama
Yeah.
banner.
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm-
I'd buy
a
that.
nap
Here
time
for
banner.
that.
Pajama banner.
I want some sort of like cosmic star galaxy theme. I think that would be super cool aesthetic wise. Like Ophelia sort of had that, but I want like that on like more characters. Like it would be so cool.
I just want pirates back. I'm not asking for a lot.
If there's one theme that I've always wanted them to do, it's just like a casual clothes banner.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's like
yeah.
have them wearing regular modern clothes, like jeans
Right.
and stuff.
I still say a sport banner would be interesting.
That
What
would be
sport?
interesting.
What sport
yeah.
would Ike play? Because he's gonna be on that banner.
Baseball.
Baseball.
I bet Ike is a baller. He's
No,
playing
Edelgard is
basketball.
baseball. You have to have
Everyone said something different.
Football. Like he's just carrying the team.
Even though I want to
That's
see that
classic.
banner.
What if he gets
golf
like a
wrist.
fencing banner? A fencing banner.
Oh, so we can have another Arya alt.
Hey, Peter.
Wild West, that could actually be really cool.
That's a good one.
Cowboys
too.
or something.
A cowboy.
Hello,
banner.
Aku.
Howdy,
There are,
folks. The banner.
I mean, you can have Nethany on point.
Dude, I want a Nethany ult so bad. Like, I want one with a PRF. I don't want.
You just got a
Give me
resplendent.
good.
Like be
Yeah, I
happy
know.
for 2 seconds.
I am happy. I'm just saying, like, in the future, you know, the problem is that there's so many Tellius characters that need to get added, right? So I would rather get other Tellius characters first, because like we still got the Dawn Brigade, which is like
That's
what
the main problem with Tellius is that they just keep doing beast units over and over. There was
I
like
agree.
a
We need
torrent
more
of Tellius.
Mias. We definitely
Because
need more
he's-
Mias and Ilyanas.
Can we not?
no
Like,
more Mias, no more
Mia.
Ilyanas.
No more
please.
Mia.
Oh my god.
Mia's not
I'm
even
so
good in
tired.
her regular game.
Wow. No, I love her.
Oh,
This-
I'm gonna duck. Okay, chat's coming after you after that one. That's
Hey, talking to Tellius.
Speaking
Yay!
of
Yeah,
Tellius,
father.
times pulse.
Dang.
Yeah, that's
I love Promise. Promise is great, but I hate that she made like the hate Shinon campaign because like he's such a good character.
I mean, he's
That's
an
nuts.
asshole, but he's supposed
Yes,
to be. Like that's
exactly.
why he's fun.
Exactly. Right. I think that's the problem with a lot of new Fire Emblems is that they try to make every character likable. They're like, no, everybody's great. You know, everybody's funny and quirky. And like
Well,
Shinon's
I mean,
there and he's just
that's just like a thing with modern times now. Everyone,
Right, right,
It's
yeah.
not like in the old days. I remember when I played Ratchet and Clank 1. Ratchet was like such a dick the first
Right.
game, but
Yeah,
then they made
exactly.
the remake and he's like toned down.
Nah, dude, I love those irredeemable
I mean-
villains. That's why Surtur's like one of the
Definitely.
funnier ones in the game.
But like, look at Felix, right? Felix is written in a way that he's outright like very
Yes.
very crass
Exactly.
and not a
Exactly.
very likable character unless you reach into like his stuff. The same
Yeah,
thing
but-
going with Rafal in the new one too. Like he's not.
Whoa.
If you were to see Rafal right off the bat, you'd be like, this guy is obnoxious, but he has like the
Rafal?
most savage crit lines in the game.
Actually,
Felix
still the
is
most
just
savage
Aussie
crit
from
line is
Naruto.
Frederick.
Dang.
I don't know. I like
Maribel.
have it. I think you're right though. Like
Yeah.
Three Houses kind of did a good job at making some unlikable characters. A few, but not as much. But like Engage is like every character is like they try to like make them likable.
Yeah, but Rafal's an engage and he's not that likable.
Who's Rafal? I don't...
It's from the DLC. He's the.
Oh, I
he's
didn't
one
play
of
the DLC. I was gonna play
Oh, that's
DLC,
a
and every single
different-
person said it was
different
trash, and I was like, okay, I have
Spoiler
things
warning.
to do.
It is trash,
And
but
I-
you should
and I got a
you should
spoiler
buy it
warning.
anyway.
So
Okay. I was gonna say I thought there was only 2 characters from the DLC.
There's like 2,
There's-
but then
there's
there's like
5.
the 4 alt ones. Except Mavier is just Mavier.
Oh, is it like an alternate name for one of the characters?
No, there
Yeah,
there
it's
are
like
five.
the four-
There's
there
two
are the
unique.
4 hounds in the main game, and there's the 4 wins in the DLC.
Okay.
My man Gregory out here.
Yeah, that guy. That guy is like really. He
Yeah, I didn't.
he grew on me a lot, and also what a unit. Like,
Dude,
damn.
I love Grist Gregory. They're some of my favorites from that game.
Because I literally like I remember when it came out, I was like, I need to play this, and I saw like I don't remember. I saw like Gast and like at least like 7 people at the same time, like within an hour. Like this DLC is trash. And I was like, okay, I have to go edit videos. So
I'll
I'm
tell
trying to
you
play this right now.
why people think it's because the difficulty is scaled really. It's not an easy DLC on the highest difficulties, and you can get really frustrated like if you don't really know how to tackle it. Also, you can't control how your characters level up. There's a lot of stuff there that's like you have to learn how to play within the constraints of it, and some of it's a little quirky. So I can see why people would not like it, but it's
Also,
probably one of
isn't it a big escort mission too?
I don't remember.
Without-
Escort mission.
Without giving too much away, there is one character that is basically a loose condition, and it's never fun to. And he's force deployed, so you just have to like deal with him, of course. But later on, it gets a little bit less like brutal, and you have a little more wiggle room. But the maps are just really difficult if you don't know how to kind of like tackle them.
So I haven't gotten a chance to play it. The summary that I liked, someone said that it was flipped from Engage, where Engage the gameplay was excellent and the story was kind of subpar, and then in the paralogue or the DLC, the story was excellent and the gameplay was just crap. So I'm curious how well that plays out.
You have the Royals going through a very stressful situation, and it takes without spoiling anything, it takes a toll on them.
And I will say, Fallen Saline is like actually one of my favorite, or I guess Xenologue Saline is actually like one of my favorite characters in Engage. Like it's so good.
It's
Are you guys
definitely
still
well
looking
thought
for
out.
Are you guys still looking for hot takes? Because I got,
Yo,
I really
Go
got
on.
one.
I'm ready.
I
I'm ready.
might have told Joel in the DMs, but like, I think Engage has arguably the worst story in the series. I think it's worse than Fates, and the reason I think it's worse than Fates is because Fates is actually memorably bad. This is just boring bad, and having anything that's just forgettable is, in my opinion, just the worst kind of bad you could be.
I see where you're coming from.
That
I have a
understand that, but-
counterpoint to that. Shadow Dragon has the worst story because that game almost made me quit Fire Emblem.
Don't you go hating on Shadow
really thought
Dragon,
Shadow-
all right?
Everyone
Like,
says that. I have never seen anybody say that. I have never
No,
seen
I
anybody
agree.
say
I
that.
Shadow
100%
Dragon
agree.
is the worst
respect
game
your
ever.
elders, okay?
I
Like
100%
Shadow
agree.
Dragon is there to stay, okay?
I am your elders.
Listen,
I
listen.
didn't know that you felt that way because I literally played Shadow Dragon and it made me stop playing Fire Emblem because I hate it so much.
Listen. Take one thing from me. How dare they follow up Radiant Dawn with Shadow Dragon?
Exactly,
The best game in the
exactly.
series going into the worst game in the series.
I was
Oh my
not
God.
a fan of Shadow
Is your
Dragon
beef with
either.
it the
I think
animation
Shadow
style? Like
Dragon
what is it?
Is like
What is
my
good in
least
Shadow Dragon? There's like
favorite.
nothing good about it except the music.
Dang.
Shadow Dragon is legit my like least favorite Fire Emblem game. that
Shadow
I've
Dragon
played.
needs to die in a fire.
It's so
Yeah.
strange
Buy
because
every copy of the game
I-
and start a bonfire.
I love Shadow Dragon. Like I think it's probably one of the best. There's not another game in the series that you can just willy-nilly toss characters out to the fire to die, and you're just still gonna clear it. You're just gonna push through, and the art, like it's just, it's
make it
such
fit,
a.
though.
And also the effective weaponry design in that game is at one of its best ever. Like effective weapons actually matter, as opposed to like any of the newer Fire Emblems, which is like, well, I'll just use the Brave Sword and I'm gonna kill everything. Like it's every other game became a reiteration of Fire Emblem Heroes with the Brave Sword, and it's like in that game you actually have to plan out everything you're gonna do, and it's so Iron Man friendly. Like I really like it.
I hate.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
I understand.
A whole
I just
A whole
think
lot
that,
of planning goes into just bringing Wolf and Sedgar and just reclassing them to general or
Right.
like Aladdin or hero, and then just having them carry.
All right.
Hey Joel,
Shadow
did you
Dragon
bring
is
popcorn for this
definitely
one?
my least favorite Fire Emblem game of the ones I played.
I
Like,
should have
yeah.
I should have brought popcorn. Seriously, like these are.
Let's Joel talk for a second. Joel, go ahead.
I
Let's
picked.
get back to this.
If you guys notice, I changed the background there to snow, and the reason is I'm in Texas, and it was 103 outside today.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
Like it was so
Christ.
nasty, so nasty, and so
Joel
I'm
is
telling the
definitely
snow.
dreaming of a white Christmas.
This should have been like a fighting thing, or maybe like a boxing ring. This is fantastic though. I'm loving this.
I mean, we're all out here with Flared Sparrow in our A
Joel,
skills. Like,
We had a
ready
heat
to
wave
hunt
the
these
other
down.
week in New York. It was like 90 degrees. I thought I was gonna melt.
oh.
Like 103.
like-
I can't even imagine.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, so I'll say this. That is worse in New York though, because in Texas at least we are ready for it.
Yeah, that's
True.
true.
And
Like,
I,
you are
I know,
close
I
to
know
the
folks in
equator.
New York who don't have air conditioning. Like, yeah.
my area, literally no units have air conditioning, and it's like 95 degrees right now. Cause like my area normally it doesn't get this hot, but like for the past 5 years, it's steadily getting hotter and hotter. So like now we have to deal with this, and it's terrible. Yeah.
It's like global warming. The end is near, guys.
Yep.
Oh man, learn
It's
this.
terrible.
I can tell you're from Texas with this comment, but as long as we don't have a blackout. Real quick, the plan for summoning for this banner, we're going full circle. Like I want all of these units. I want to be able to play
plan.
with all of them. We're going 2 sparks, so we've got a little ways to go, and I have a feeling we're gonna have lots of conversation while we get there. So
Okay, I'm
So-
gonna rip a band-aid off. I have an Engage hot take.
uh-oh.
My hot take is that I enjoyed Engage's story more than 3 out of 4 routes of 3 houses. That's my hot take.
That is a very hot take.
I'll
It is.
take that.
It's okay to be wrong.
Right, exactly. Exactly. It's okay to be wrong.
Here's the thing. At least in Engage, the story is so short that it doesn't waste my time. in Three Houses, the game is like, what is it, like an extra 20 hours of just reading?
I mean,
For me, Verdant Wind and Silver Snow were just really, really bad routes. Like, Silver Snow had nothing emotionally compelling about it, and Verdant Wind, like...
Insane.
Hey, there
Verdant-
we go.
Nice. Verdant Wind, like, it really handicaps itself from being a copy of Silver Snow. It doesn't give agency to Claude, so he doesn't actually do any scheming or anything about his, like, wanting to change the world or anything. And, yeah, it's just such a waste, too.
I think this comment is apt for now. This is from Wacky Warrior. Popcorn fund right here. Or instead, get some Cracker Jacks or caramel popcorn. Oh, caramel popcorn. God,
Look, all I'm saying is that if they just went full parody and comedy into Engage, I would not even be mad. Because there's moments in there that makes me laugh a lot, but they try to have their cake and eat it too with the serious moments. I'm like, I'm not taking this seriously. The only thing I've ever taken seriously in that game, and I think it was very good, was like the whole thing between Alcris, Diamant, and King Morion. And I'm not going to go into that for spoilers, but I think that was like the best written like thing in the game. But also, Scarecrow, you are absolutely correct. Zelkov is the best character in Engage. It's not even close.
But you're not.
What I like about Engage is mainly the character arcs of Alir and Vale. I just personally found that super compelling, honestly. Like, especially Vale.
I'm gonna throw
I
a
found
wrench
it like
in that.
I don't know. By the end of Engage, I'm not gonna make any spoilers, but by the end of Engage, I was just kind of laughing because it was just like so over the top ridiculous. It was just like
still hate
who
Vale,
wrote
by the
this?
way. I don't like
Who
Vale
wrote
at all.
this?
They had
There were literally supports. Like if I remember correctly, it was Fram. I heard like the first support with Alir, and I'm just no. I'm just gonna ignore all your supports. I'm sorry, I can't stand you.
Wow, Bart
They
Coulson
had
just
a-
firing. Like, not even a hello. He's ready to go.
I don't like the whole fangirl thing. That bothers me so much. I'm just like I just can't.
just want to point out that none of these problems exist in Shadow Dragon. Like, just saying. Like, just want to point that out there.
Because nothing exists.
That's because
Or
nobody.
Tellius. Hey.
I mean, if you want a true Fire Emblem experience, just play Shadow Dragon, because that's it.
Nah,
You don't have to worry about fighting if there's no conversation. It's just tactics.
play the best game.
Levin with a
Tellius.
hot take, too.
No,
Hey.
wait.
let's go, Bard.
For real, we were talking about Lilia and Vale. Like, I think they made not a mistake, but they had a really good opportunity to do something that I wish they had done. I don't want to spoil it, but there was a chance for Alir to not like be the main character anymore, and another character assume that mantle with like a Ninian Nils kind of transfer of power thing going on. If they had taken that chance right then and there and kept like Alir as a special token of some sort, let's put it that way, it would have been so much better for the story's development, as if instead of the route they chose, because it was like, all right, you kind of like didn't decide to do either, and now you kind of shot yourself, like, in the foot.
It was so dumb.
I don't really
I
think
love G's Wizard.
story in Engage was never meant to be like some big, well-written thing. I think it was just they just wanted to get something out there. Most of the focus probably just went on the gameplay.
Yeah.
And then the story was an afterthought. They probably just did that afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, my problem is just like it's offensively bad at parts where like I feel like I'm being treated like a child because it's so bad. Like it reminds me of Fates. I'm like this hurts like for me to even watch because like it's just like so stupid. Like it's just like who?
Wait. So is okay? Engage writing. Which is worse, Engage or Fae?
Fates is Fae.
Fae. Here.
Oh, I was gonna say Fates too.
I feel like it's
Fates
not
is
on
the
the
worst.
list, but it's Fates. It's definitely
Fates
Fates.
is the worst.
Faye,
Fates is the worst.
Faye, I'm
Levin.
really like
Hi.
torn on.
I can't stay, but I just needed to appear to say Engage's story is actually a postmodern masterpiece. Subscribe to Levin Study, and I'll make a video essay about it in 2 years. Mark my word.
Oh my
2
God.
years.
I will be waiting
Okay,
for
bye.
it.
Good luck, Joel.
Somebody write that down. Clip it.
Faye, I'm really like iffy on because on one hand the main story stuff is just awful, but on the other hand the forging bond stuff is actually pretty nice at times. Not all of it, but it has its moments.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
fantastic.
Fate's story is
stories.
up and down.
Oh, the recent Tea Time paralogue I thought was pretty good, where Ira
It was.
gets together with her family. That was so touching.
Yeah.
I'm just like a sucker for any good Jugdral or Tellius forging bonds or paralog.
Right?
This is
Actually,
gonna sound weird, but to me that actually makes the story worse. And the reason is I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, you guys can do good. You just don't choose to in the main story.
That's fair.
Right.
And it's the conversations there are so good. It makes the ones that are just painful to listen to or to read just that much worse. It makes the bad ones stick out that much more.
Oh yeah.
Here's my conspiracy theory. There's two teams at FE, and like there's one team, or like maybe there's like one person who's really good at designing characters and writing stories, and they're like, you gotta do one thing a year, and that's it. And then the rest of the time they have the faith that doing it. It just sucks.
So kind of what
That
happened.
is how it feels like, sorta.
Kind of what
You
happened.
guys,
I won't say that book 7 has the best writing, but I think out of every book we've had so far, I think to a certain point, it's kept a lot of people engaged in it, which I think is a pretty good feat. Now, I won't lie though, the moment where Sather came up and was like, "Can we have children together?" was really weird and out of touch. Like I know Fire Emblem has its fan service, but I was like, wow, they really went there. And they're like, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's not like that. It's like I don't know how to take it sometimes because like it has its moments. Like the game has its moments. I think the funniest one for me is when they just lean into the comedy of it. Like there was this whole thing with like Fafnir, right? I love Fafnir and I love Book 5's cast a lot, except other I don't care. But Fafnir, like, he shows up and asks her, right? And Henriette goes up to him and is like, what can we do? Like, how can we help you, right? And he, like, immediately starts threatening to stab her. And it's, like, the funniest thing. It's, like, it's so... it was such a, like, massive, like, 0 to 100 right there. He's the most unhinged character, and I love it.
It is great.
Like, when it comes
Sitting
to
there going, "Oh, you're adorable. Try it."
I mean, but do you guys know that Robin and Crom are like their bonds are stronger than fate? I mean, has that been said enough times or no? So, I mean, if you didn't know in this one, we can go back like 17 paralogs ago, and guess what? Robin and Crom's bonds are stronger than fate there too. It's just I don't even know why we don't just call them bonds stronger than fate, because that's what they are.
Yeah, this Fortune Bonds is not great in my opinion. Like they literally have Corrin showing up and Corrin's just being perfect as always, and then like Robin and Crom are just like, "Hey, remember we're like tied together at the hip." And you're like, "Okay, yeah, we know." Okay, thanks.
That's all they are in Fire Emblem Heroes. That's all
romance.
It's like
Yes,
they're not even
Robin,
individual
no.
people. They're just a conjoined.
Right.
They're like a Golvig of some sort, like an amalgamation of two beings into one thing. And it's like, bro, like they're two individual people in their own games. Like, why couldn't we explore that a little bit? It's like, no. We need to sell more Valentine songs, okay? So we're gonna go with this again.
Well, they're
Did
the
you guys
couple
notice how
friends
they
you
did
know. They're the couple friends that just like swallow each other whole, and you're
Oh,
like,
gosh.
oh, what just happened here?
Gosh. Yep.
Did you guys notice how they didn't even bother incorporating Brave Golvig into the main story? They're like, "Hi, I'm Golvig," like everybody else, and then they just moved on.
yeah, they pulled a Fallen Gustav on us there.
They
Okay,
did-
but
Hanukkah on
Violence will still be the funniest one. Violence is the best
They
one.
did the whole for her forging bonds. How they did the whole. This is not part of the main story. Don't get confused any more than we've already done.
I will say the web event they did with all the timelines, it like reminded me of Zero Escape so much. It was like, whoa, we're in a Zero Escape with like timeline skipping into. This is actually really cool. But yeah.
Okay,
I
guys,
will
hold on
say,
just a
I
second.
did
We've
actually
got
enjoy
Oh.
book 6 of Faye's story a lot, mainly because it stuck to like Alphonse and Veronica, which I think were like the better developed characters in Faye.
by far.
What was I expecting from the story? Nothing, but they somehow even lower my expectations every time.
They went to the negatives. with his
Okay,
expectations.
you guys, let Joel talk. Let Joel talk.
Real quick. So we've got from Alex. Edelgard did nothing wrong. Awakening saved the series. Shadow Dragon exists. Hortensia is a good character. And Levin City is correct. Runs for cover.
Okay, so you see, Alex said everything wrong on purpose to try to make us mad. So, I mean, that's just kind of proof right there.
Yeah, but what
Yeah,
if
I
they're
didn't
right?
tell you.
I'm living. You're still like the only person that hates Hortensia in our podcast streams. Just
I mean, that doesn't make me wrong. That just means I'm the only right person.
Okay, I like her as a unit. I don't really like her as a character. So I'm kind of like 50-50. I'll half side with Oblivion.
Yeah, well, I
Hortensia's
think that's everyone's take on Hortensia. She's a great unit, but she's annoying.
Exactly.
So annoying.
Hortensia actually has really good supports and like a really good character arc, though. Like she actually is really good.
DTM,
Okay.
she has a support.
DTM, in
with,
order to actually get the
she has a
support,
support with
listen to
Saline
them.
where they're poking each other in the face to see who's softer.
I mean, some of it's weird, but
true.
Thank you,
am I
Kacho.
am I wrong in saying that, you know, the child character is annoying? Like, what child isn't annoying? I feel like it kind of goes into her character,
She's
but
not
that
a
might just
child,
be...
though. She's like, what, 15 years old or something?
she's
a
at least.
teenager.
Yeah.
Yes, the 15-year-old adults out here really making a difference.
I'm with you there, Zashadow.
Yeah.
Tacho,
Okay.
15-year-old, that's still a
No.
kid to me.
When I was
Fire
15
Emblem.
years old, I knew when to keep my mouth shut and not be annoying.
Okay,
Okay,
You know
it's
what?
not
One second,
necessarily her
one second,
personality that annoys me. It's just her voice.
1 second though. In Fire
Yeah,
Emblem,
listen
in
to it.
particular, right? We have children, children soldiers. Like 15 is old for Fire Emblem. Like, let's be real.
That is, yeah.
Okay.
I just want to
It's
point
like
out.
how, what's his face? Vander, I think, is like what 35 or something according to the files.
Yes.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my
That's what I'm
god.
saying. So obviously,
Vander looks
Wait,
like
what?
me.
I just want to point out that Maria in Shadow Dragon is only like 10 years old, and we don't have any of these problems.
exactly.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Well, that's because Shadow Dragon doesn't have voice acting. Who knows? She might actually be annoying. We don't know.
And somehow that's better.
I just
I just
we're,
want to
we're
point.
gonna
It doesn't mean like
Yes,
some. There's
basically
something about simplicity,
TLDR,
right?
Fire Emblem supports child soldiers apparently, or something like
I mean,
that.
100% it does. They like
No.
literally grab Ross out of a village. Like, hey, Ross, you're like 9 or 10. Like, I'm killing people.
Even Jean
Yes.
in Engage is not as bad because he's just an overachiever, right? So like his supports aren't as bad. Hortensia is not even a child, really. She's like a teenager with some
That's what
issues,
I'm
man.
saying.
I don't
Like she should know better, basically.
Right.
Is what I'm trying to
I mean,
say.
she's just a
Oh,
spoiled
yeah,
brat.
absolutely.
She's a spoiled brat who just
I
wants
mean,
to
look at look at Rebecca and Donald.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, everybody, like, all the Fire Emblems have, like, even the characters people usually try to one-note them, like Saline. She actually has some really good supports with, like, all
By
critics,
the way,
which her
Joel,
development is a
my
lot better.
condolences for these summons. This is
What
been
is
pretty
going
bad.
Yes, I'm
on?
like, we
What
haven't
is
even talked.
happening?
This has become the history
Did I,
of
like,
Fire
curse the
Emblem
stream by
stream.
joining
as
it? What happened?
Okay,
Ugh.
I think we need to start talking about summonings because like this is not working. This strat is not working right now.
Though,
know
who
what?
are
It was
you excited to pull? Like, who do you want to pull? Like, for
all of
reals?
them.
No, but like, if you had to pick one,
Um,
You have to pick
They
one.
are all pretty fun.
if
I
they were
am-
like, it's either Shadow Dragon or Engage, like, which one would you?
I want Corrin so bad because I'm such a sucker for dragons. I just I
Okay.
don't understand it. I
Okay.
often
Join
overrate them. You can go back to my Fallen Rhea analysis, and yeah, it's yeah. I was careful on this one though. I was much more careful, but yeah, I really want to play with Corrin. I think she is absolutely fantastic for a lot of things I want to do. So
Oh my!
so
Fun fact, I believe she's going to be very, very good for Ponzaloki.
Oh, I
Um,
didn't even think about that moment.
All right.
for punts,
Does
like,
except for Bard.
you had
Yeah.
me.
How about
Bard, you had.
freaking
I was
Flared
going there
Sparrow
for a
in there?
second. I was seriously. I was like, oh yeah, she is gonna be really good. And then you say Pawns of Loki, and just boom.
No.
Not gonna lie, he's
I have
probably
a
right
point,
though.
Flared Sparrow in Pawns of Loki, your whole team is just getting chipped to death.
I have a strong feeling you're
for
disabling
two
Corrin.
thirds
won't
of
apply.
Flared
Yeah,
Sparrow,
I don't think
very
it'll
strong
apply.
feeling. Third
Yeah.
does nothing.
How
So-
does Flared Sparrow work in Ponzaloki? I actually
don't know.
don't
So-
know that.
Actually, that was going to be
I
my
did the-
question.
I looked at the skill. I was reading it for like an hour, and basically you'd get the extra 7 damage from the skill itself. You would get your allies would get the 7 damage from the flame vein thing going off. Technically speaking, if you could get it off in both rows, if you really, really tried to, but the 7 damage on enemy phase doesn't exist because there's no enemy phase. So you only get 2/3 of the effect. You don't get the whole thing.
Okay.
But
Hmm.
damage that
Wouldn't-
because
Wait.
so you're
Dragon,
sacrificing scoring to deal like
That's
damage.
I'm just
wait.
thinking.
Wouldn't Dragon Vein Fire though not work that way? Because even in Pawns of Loki, if you're using melee units, your units have to move off of that square to go and
It would
engage.
work.
Dang.
How
Well, I
like,
just hope they
your
don't even
units
make it a
attacking
thing.
in the
Yeah.
front, let's say it goes off in the front line, right? You kill the frontline unit. There's 3 units beside them, like in a straight line, right?
All right.
So that would still have a flame
I
tile,
haven't-
and then your unit will attack into it, getting the effect.
I haven't
Okay,
put
right.
aside to any conversation, but
Yeah, exactly.
I've got to say, Ponza Loki, we got to move on, Bart. I'm sorry.
After chat leaves, stream dies.
Did they really? I'm sorry, chat. Please come back. I'm the only one who's like this.
You know what? You know what chat wants to talk about? Tap battle, the actual best mode in the game.
Yes.
Well, have you got anything yet?
Well, let's talk about the tap battle.
No,
mode.
I've got nothing. Absolutely
Let's
nothing. I don't know what's going on.
Let's talk about the summons.
Okay,
Let's
we
talk
need to
about
actually
summons.
talk
The
about
only thing I can add for
Wow.
top.
Yes!
Finally,
about
yeah,
summons.
there you go.
Okay,
Literally, the
so
second someone said summon. Poof. Now,
Chaos.
everyone say summon for the next forest orbs.
Ooh, plus
For
me.
the
That's
next
nice.
four,
Chaos
stones.
said that this unit looks like she peed her pants, and I can't unsee it now.
Oh my
No, she spilled beer on her.
Her
So,
head's also
I like the
extremely
hair,
small.
though. The hair is so good. Yeah.
Plus
Any
speed.
cool
solid
vague
art.
art is so good.
The art's really good. Real quick from Dr. Vlad, engaged characters are not that badly written. The story is just so illogical and cringy 95% of the time. 90, there we go. That it strongly affects our opinion of them. I've got to say, I think the problem with Engage was the ending. I think they kind of didn't stick the landing
ending
there,
was
but
terrible.
I
It was
disagree with
really
that.
bad.
I agree with that, except for Goldberry.
I agree with that, except for like Fram, because just fangirls. Just please no.
Is it
cannot
okay if I
stand
mention the Fire Emblem? Because that was the one time I've ever cringed for real in a Fire Emblem game.
Bro, the Fire Emblem are the friends you made along the way.
I thought that was like
Oh, so we
fanfic
update the
writing at
counter.
that point. I was like, am I actually playing the same game?
oh, I'm about to
So,
type it in. I
Connor.
forgot to update. Yeah, thank you.
Go
Oh,
on,
yeah.
the counter.
Yeah,
Um,
now that's a good take right there. I
Echo
agree
Story
with
is
that.
so good. And when is Connor Zach collab? Connor Zach is a big chicken, and he doesn't like to do collabs, even though he says so. I
I mean, I'm
I've
still
asked
waiting
him.
for
Hey,
his diss track
join my
on
collab.
me, you know? Like,
yeah.
where's the diss track, Connor Zach?
He's a
I've
fun
told him
chicken.
I'm
Just
waiting
kidding.
for it, and he went and hid. So I mean, that's
He
on
plays
him.
Mario Kart. You play Mario Kart.
Joel's
Counter
dropping
BTM
bars.
diss track. Like that'll be so much fun. BTM, you have to. It'd be so entertaining.
Connor Zach don't want none of that hot fire. Stay in the way. Clear and clear.
Okay, so I mean, spark-wise, I have to pick Corrin, right? Because they're I might not get another chance with the way I'm summoning right now.
Right.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean, who knows?
It's not looking too
Corn's
hot.
here. Corn's will
Jojo,
show up.
think about though. Which one do you want 2 copies of, right? Because like just in case because you're going to get 2 sparks, right? So do you
Yeah.
mind getting 2 copies of corn, or like is that what you want the most?
Oh, Corrin is the one I would rather have 2 copies of. I thought going into
Okay,
this that I
okay.
had pretty good odds of getting 2 copies of at least like 3 of these, but I'm starting to realize that might not be in the cards.
I ended up
here.
I ended up going to second spark, and I got 2 of everything, and then a little bit extra.
Just
so,
gotta
like,
rub
Joel,
it in,
I
huh?
give you my
just
luck.
gotta rub it in.
I
wish
give you
you-
my luck.
I wish
bless
you the-
Joel.
I wish you the best of luck with the rest of your summons. Somebody's playing Octopath in my server. I want to go watch them play it. Great
Alrighty.
game, by the way. You guys should play it. Also, there's this one YouTuber who like made guides on the game. You should definitely check him out. No affiliation.
No.
All right. Now he's probably gonna come back in so that he plays the demonetizing song.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
It's
We're
a
doing Corrin.
demonetizing song.
Yep.
There's a new feature in
grab
Discord.
corn.
Yeah, there's a new feature in Discord. Whenever you get into a chat, you can have it play a song. And so his is
There it is.
His is something that would I finally yay! Everyone celebrates.
There you go. Joel, I blessed you. You're welcome.
Do you not have the corn plush?
I don't have the Corrin plush. I just have the one. I want the
I
Sami
should give
plush.
you the Lucina plush. That'll bring the luck.
The Lucina plush is what I need.
Yes.
All right, we can do this,
Are you
right?
still going full circle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
full
the
circle
way.
is Really good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank
they're
you.
all pretty
Really
solid, so I
good.
wouldn't go full circle. Like,
Thank you, Mevi, for the demi luck there. I appreciate that. All right.
Okay, we should talk about the banner a little bit, right? Let's
Right.
when it comes to Flared Sparrow, who's everybody putting their Flared Sparrow on, other than Golvek, right? Like assuming that you get
I
Yeah,
have
that-
some good ideas for this.
That list is very long.
Summer Core and Summer Legion.
That
No,
list is
none of
very
them.
long.
Tasha, are you
Wow.
gonna do the re-art duplication?
We just
So-
thought the
Yeah.
hot takes was a mess. Like now we've got who do you put Flared Sparrow on?
Here's
Fire
the
sweep
thing.
users
I'm
are pretty good because they can't get
thinking
countered.
to
You
use
just
it
dump
in
it.
ARD. I'm gonna set up Hinoka line, and I'm just gonna run Flared Sparrow on everybody and just melt the
I'm gonna run
enemies at the bottom of the
ideas
map.
by you guys. I'm gonna run some ideas by you guys with Flared Sparrow. I want you to just take a listen. So first off, harmonize Sonya. Why? AoE. You can replace Life and Death with Flared Sparrow. You're not losing anything, actually. If anything, you're gaining.
Are you? I think
So like, it's a pretty good idea.
Because AOE's are typically 150%, so you would be losing.
Right.
You'd be losing
So-
damage.
No. You're just taking off Life and Death, and you're just putting on Flared Sparrow. You're not losing
Right, which
anything.
would- No, you
But
are
you
because
lose-
it's
you
based
lose,
off
like,
of
lose
visible.
3 or 4 damage from the AoE
Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
It's not
1.5
much, but you
bonus.
lose a little bit.
Well, you
Yeah.
get the +7 from the Flared Sparrow, though.
Yeah, but Life and
The
Death.
point is
gives
that
you,
you're
like,
just creating a row of fire that's going to melt the enemies with every attack you do. So it doesn't matter if they have this crazy save unit. They're just going to take 14 damage for free every time you attack.
Which is nuts. Which is so
Does it apply if the user dies though? Have we checked that?
If Golvig dies, the fire tiles do not actually happen. So you need someone that can actually hit, kill, or just be able to tank really well. That's the thing.
So Hinoka, who doesn't die because she's got fire sweep.
Yeah,
Veronica would kind of be funny.
Yeah, Veronica's.
I think
Veronica.
Veronica would be excellent.
I think
Fire
the
sweep
thing
users
is,
are probably going to be the better choice, honestly.
On
Everyone's
Harmonize
talking
Sonya,
about. Oh,
I'm going to
everyone's
toss
talking
mine on
about range.
Harmonize Sonya and Soki. Because
Oblivion,
I have a
you are not getting a
bundle
word in
for
edgewise.
Soki
Like
already.
Bard is gonna give us this list, like
Yep.
no matter what.
So my Soki currently is Sabotage, Attack Res in the B. The C is Pulse Smoke. She already does all the funny shenanigans. Why not just add, on top of AoE version, this Flared Sparrow? It'd be so entertaining. I do so many effects. I cause a lot of chaos, and I just blow stuff up.
But I mean,
I
you
like
haven't talked about the true user, which is of course Happy.
Well,
Right.
yes and no.
Ooh, Brave Ike.
That's
Nice.
cool. But the problem, Happy's main thing is getting over the res
Not even
check.
brave.
Flared
OG
Sparrow does not
Ike.
give you res.
Sorry,
So I would
not
have
using
to
Resplendence. I'm not using Resplendence.
Tacho,
I would
this
not
one's
have
for
present
you.
for Happy, otherwise I don't think she can get over the Tikis. That's my problem with it. So I don't think Happy would do well. Oddly enough.
KS, we know you're here.
Yes, Chaos.
You got
You're
stealthy.
messaging in the chat, and I mean, yeah,
Right.
it's okay. Bard, it's safe from
He's able
Bard
to
now.
get
He's
more
gotten through
words
his
in
list.
edgewise.
I'm kind of interested to see what melee units can use Flame Sparrow too. I think that would be pretty interesting.
Yes.
Does it,
Pretty much
Um,
any
a
with
lot.
Kanto.
well, I mean,
Any
a
with
lot
Kanto
can't, right?
with
But I'm like,
one power.
who can use it the best? I guess is gonna be
Right.
Units with Kanto,
Brave
units with
Summer
Well,
female Chess.
fire sweep.
Oh no, she's calf.
I like Brave Alm. I thought that was a really good idea.
I was thinking Brave Alm too, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you kind of lose on his
There's so much
advantage of
true
being able to
damage.
use Sense Scale, because like Sense Scale does scale with his attack stat as well. So
Right,
like
yeah,
AOE
right.
specials
I
with
mean-
Blazing Sword's pretty good.
Sense scale
What
at this
about
point.
Brave
I'm
Celica?
taking Flared Sparrow over Sense scale, man.
I mean, it's pretty
Well,
broken.
Brave
I don't
Sparrow,
know,
I feel
like-
it
There's only,
doesn't have like
like,
extra
one-
movement,
yeah.
and I don't think I have Kanto either.
Just think
So-
about AOE Blazing like Wind,
Oh,
for
Brave Bomb
example.
can't use these
Pretty good.
infantry. Right. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Brave Alm's infantry. Yeah.
Sorry.
Flared Sparrow is locked to Cavs
I
and Flyers.
keep
so-
forgetting that. I keep.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
so
so
stupid.
Summer
I
Shaz
just
could
keep
do it.
forgetting it.
Yeah, Summer Shaz could
Yeah,
do
Summer
it.
Shaz would do it.
Tiara could go and like hit, cause a fire thing, and then just leave like a mile
Right.
away.
For me, it's
I made a
Flame
whole
Tana.
video talking about units to
Summer
get Flared
Ephraim,
Sparrow
even?
to, and I can't even
Summer Ephraim?
remember who I brought up in that video. That's how
for-
bad
I feel
my
it.
barrel
I feel it,
is.
Tasha.
For me, it's
That's one
Flame
of the
Tana.
weirdest
I
spells in the game.
Flame Tana is my hit and run unit, and I think the skill is better on hit and run units. Honestly, we talk a lot about it on nukes.
Yes.
I think it'll have better applications on hit and run.
I
agree.
actually have this idea, and I'm
Soren.
right. But Summer Claude, because you think about it, Summer Claude will be able to teleport in. He can quad. He can canto out. He can do the flame thing, and he inflicts gravity. So, and all the enemies are in front of all the enemies are behind like a flame line, and they can only move one space. You can light them on fire, and they're just stuck there.
Can he canto in if he teleports though?
See if it's remaining.
I don't know
like
if it is.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, what about Thief Nina?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I think Nina is one of the better ones to use. Yeah.
Actually,
Canto
yeah, that's a
Recall
good one.
is still super busted.
He has Canto remaining.
To actually do
Or,
things.
or did you say Summer Claude?
Yeah.
He has
Does-
Canto remaining. He can't
and-
do that.
And Wombo appears.
Well, he can still do gravity plus everything else, but that's another reason why Soki is also a good option. She could just do a button gravity, light people on fire, and you're just having a good time.
Listen, chat. I went into a meeting, and when I came out, I had like 3 pages from a Bard on his plan for different units.
Oh,
with
boy.
He's really excited. In case you couldn't tell, like that's. I expect a whole
Is it
video on
safe
this,
that-
Bard.
I'm sorry, Joel. My bad.
No, go ahead.
Is it safe though that the self-refreshing ninjas, the duos, are good for Flared Sparrow?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Anything
absolutely.
that self gale forces. That's
There we go. Got a sword.
I have
Yeah,
one
and
last.
he has
issue with like
self-gale
using the ninja duos in something like AR is that for like Gale Force, you obviously need to run Fury 4, and so. But if you use them for like more hit and run, like then yeah, Flare Sparrow would be good.
Joel, you didn't add Gulveg and Corrin to the summon list.
Do you see the counters up top?
Oh. Yes, that's true.
Yes,
Okay, I
that's
can't read. Apparently, I'm blind.
Hey, good IV too.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay,
so
that's good.
Oblivion, you think that Soren is the best of the bunch. Is that still true?
Yeah, I definitely think that.
All right, so explain your reasoning here.
I mean, he gives out save, and like you can give it to 2 units, which isn't even like the craziest thing. It's just being able to have a save unit without having to have a save unit. Or an SD, you can have 2 saves, right? You can have near save and far save. It's really ridiculous. I've been watching replays for the competitive server, and like everyone's just like instant ban Soren. Don't play it. No one touch it. Like it's just toxic. It's like it's so disgustingly toxic.
Oh, actually,
But
y'all.
who are they choosing as the safe target? Is it like some sort of like Mshez or something? Because I've been seeing a lot of that with Gambit 4.
You go for like a flying with like guard bearing, because then the flyer can act as a frontliner to stop like the cav line nonsense while also
Makes
offering
sense.
guidance for support.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes sense. But who are they using the nuke? Like who is coming into nuke?
Let's go!
Near save Mythic Altina sounds fun.
Yes. Altina is one of the best users of it. It's ridiculous.
I never thought of that. Actually, is very good.
Hilariously, in the chain challenges, I was taking my normal leg yarn and 3 dancers, ninja leg yarn and 3 dancers. When I went around on the last stage where it's just the brave units, I went to go at Soren. CYL cut me off and killed my leg yarn.
Oh,
I remember that. That was quite the map.
I was like, you gotta be kidding. Refresh.
The thing is, I'm obviously talking about mostly SD with this, right? I think that when it comes to AR, Soren's like probably good on anima defense. I haven't tested it yet, but like being able to turn Freyr into a near save is pretty much like
Pretty
just
good.
amazing.
Yeah,
Because that's what he
It will be
wanted
good.
to be, but he was
Yes.
a calf, so you couldn't do it. It's like that on ARO though. I think that he's not the best, but like SD and ARD is probably the best.
I mean, because on
think
ARO
Skyrim
you would just bring a near saver that's either better or a frontliner that can actually do that job
Yeah.
without sacrificing the support slot. So it
Also
makes sense
Embla-
that he would.
Also, Embla exists.
Yes, that's true.
Oblivion,
Yeah.
Wacky
I know-
Joel.
I mean,
Oblivion Joel is getting money for a question for you.
That's the way it works here. All right,
Do my
Oblivion. Guard bearing 4 Ashnard paired with Soren. Ashnard's Refine will make this amazing. So,
I mean, hopefully, yeah, hopefully.
I always love the refined copium. I'm here for it.
I'm
I
hoping
gave-
for a good Brave Marianne refine.
I think
love
I gave him.
Marianne.
I gave him the rearmed sword, the first one, and I actually like Ashnard with that sword. It wasn't bad for a while. It was pretty good. He's a pretty good user of it.
For base weapon has like a huge dance effect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
minus
but
5
it's
attack
like-
defense.
But the weapon itself is -6 and -6, so it's
Oh
like,
yeah, right.
Okay. So
and guard and follow up.
When the weapon first came
question.
out, though, it was stout.
It's pretty good. Arcane in if you I forgot the name.
I love the new Sharena Copium, the emote there.
Hey.
That's amazing.
Yes.
I think because Tasha, who were you the highest on? I can't remember what you said, but I think Robin's like really good.
Robin.
too.
I
Yeah,
thought it
I
was
think-
Robin.
I think Robin. I think the biggest problem with Robin is that he's melee. Like, to be honest, like,
For-
that's the problem.
Okay,
I
though,
just-
for
My big
anybody who's
problem-
also a Dragon Ball fan, when did Robin learn instant transmission? It's like, okay, I'm just gonna go to the other side of the board now. Bye.
I just
Okay, like Robin's good and all, but like I was super disappointed that the special cooldown reduction thing like doesn't work for Gale Force, and like that made me so
Yeah.
sad. 'Cause it would've
Yeah.
been so
Right.
good for that.
I'm still upset.
I mean, it doesn't work with Duak either, so I knew that was going to be the case.
Like why? Why can't we have anything fun? Please. Gale Force.
Have we-
Because DTM, they've seen your replays. You're having too much fun.
Am I though? Am I? I've been literally ninja forcing for 3 years now. It's all the same.
I can answer this in chat. No, it doesn't. I run Legendary Lilina at +10, and she still has to deal with it. So Hardy Bearing doesn't cancel that effect out. I don't know why it would, but
Yeah, Hardy Bearing cancels
or
things like
Vantage.
Vantage or
Or
Desperation.
Desperation, yeah. Anything that changes attack priority.
Undefended is the anti-save effect.
yeah,
Question
Hardy
for-
Bearing hard counters units like Ninja Camilla, not CYL, so Thorin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here's
I
a-
didn't add Ike.
Oh?
Huh.
Ningen mentioned that I forgot to add Ike, which is a shame. We have to put Ike in there.
Here's a question for everybody, but let's try to take it one at a time. Okay, let's. Who do you think is going to age the worst out of this batch?
Who aged the worst?
Yeah, who do you think is going to age the worst, Tasha? Over like next year, who's going to be the worst CYL unit out of this batch?
Karn.
Well, probably
Corin.
Corrin or Gulvig. Most
Okay.
likely Corrin, because they're not going to go a whole year without releasing another busted armor.
I completely agree. That's what I think too. Yeah,
I
think it's
would say
Here's my. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I disagree, and this is why. If you look at the history of Fire Emblem and Fire Emblem Heroes and the Brave Heroes in general, the armors always age the best. Every dang one of them. Like it's.
Have you seen Brave Ephraim?
No. Have
They're
you seen Brave? I was
refined.
about to say, have you seen Brave Ephraim? He literally is like trash.
Who's Brave Ephraim? I don't know that.
Brave Tiki?
Me looking
After
at the
they're
CYL
refined, maybe
Ephraim.
like Hector is
I'll at
definitely
least,
there.
I'll
but-
give Corrin this much. She's a much better attempt at a bait unit than freaking Brave Tiki was from last time.
Oh my
I
gosh!
was-
Don't even talk about that.
That unit was just
Okay.
like dead on arrival.
She won't ret.
Robin?
my answer to that will actually
I
depend.
still have Brave Tiki defenders in my comments.
One at a
trying
time.
to,
One at a time, guys.
yeah.
Everyone take
She's
your
so
turn.
good, guys.
Me and Oblivion did a podcast talking about which Brave hero we thought was the best, and we just like shitted on Tiki the whole time,
Yeah,
and the chat was furious. We were so mad.
But I'm gonna say Robin.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay.
But there's a caveat. Only because God Sword.
He's not
He
God
will-
Sword.
Not a God Lord though.
He's not
He
God
will
Sword.
be replaced. His support aspect, that's not going anywhere. He's gonna have that forever.
Okay.
I still see people using legendary Elliewood in clears where they're like trying to stat buff. So yeah, as far as his support aspect, that's not going. Rally Spectrum is probably one of the best supports I've seen in a while.
Yeah, it's very good.
Oh, go ahead, Park.
Okay, so I would actually like to hop on the Robin train too, but for a totally different reason. I would say ask me again next month, because if Gatekeeper
cheating.
becomes cracked with his refine, that will change the entire. Like if Gatekeeper becomes meta, like just bear with
He's
me here.
already meta, dude. What are you talking
Robin
about?
can't warp, so what
That's-
can he do? What makes him different if he can't warp?
Okay.
I'll tell
Okay,
you
wait,
what
wait,
he can
wait.
do
Oh,
because today I ran into this. I can't like the guy is deceptively fast. I even like the new Arya may struggle to actually one round him. I was struggling. I mean, granted, my Arya is like +0, like neutral, whatever. A highly invested one will probably destroy him, but he is still very fast and hits very hard. So like you're not gonna deal with him frontlining unless you either nuke him or outspeed him, and he's fast. He's really fast.
Here's the
Speed
thing,
creep.
though.
Speed creep. He's gonna get outsped later.
Okay, that's not the point.
Yeah,
The
but
point
not
is that-
not at least for another 6 or 7 months. We're looking at like he's still gonna have the rally spectrum support. Like he's gonna be solid for. I agree. I think that anything like Golvig is gonna age just poorly because she's a speed unit. Like anything that can be scaled is gonna be eventually outclassed. Speed units are gonna be scaled. The tank units are going to be outstatted. Like the only thing Corrin has gotten for her is that she has the uniqueness of the Divine Stone Vein, right? Which is unique, so it'll save her some points there. But like Soren is the best choice because he's just going to be as good as the next unit he can apply Assigned Decoy to. Which, as the game progresses and gets stronger and stronger units launched, he's just going to age the best because that unit will be his new gimmick.
I
Here's
don't
the
buy
thing,
that
though.
at all, though.
Yeah.
I look at the supports right now. In order to be a strong support, like you have to do so many things. The reason Legendary Robin is so good is it's because Grand Strategy is nice, but also because as a unit he hits really hard and is deceptively fast.
Does Soren
So-
not hit hard?
Soren, I haven't played with him. I think he hits hard,
Hits-
but I'm
he's got a
worried
brave
about
attack.
like.
Well,
If the whole
So-
if go ahead.
The idea
So,
that he's
like-
good just because another unit is next to him is good, though, is the point that I am.
Oh, okay.
That
Gotcha.
doesn't.
Gotcha.
I don't think that holds up in the long run. In the
Because
short term, I think he's
look
good,
at
and
Zane.
I don't think there's
No,
really
but
a
that's
bad
Zane.
unit on here. So that's a big thing, though. I don't think there is a bad unit on here. I think that is a fantastic thing. I think probably Robin ages
Right.
the worst, and it's not because
Really?
could become bad, but what's his use case? I can see a clear use case for everyone else. They all have a clear goal. Where are you using Robin?
I think the thing with
Where
Robin is just the
get
support.
all stats of 5 for free. on
Right,
all your
exactly.
guys.
That's not
feel
good
like-
enough. Like I need something more. Where?
He
But then he
Especially
also
does this
gives
unit
the
go?
Diamant, the
It is
Diamant
just-
ramp.
Or like,
Again, like,
yeah, whatever.
the
it is.
Robin would have been
Diamond
so much
ramp.
better if his C works for Gale Force. Like, it
Yes.
would have just been so
I
much
mean,
Because
better.
then he'd have a
that's-
purpose.
But he can just okay. So I was talking to DTM about this earlier. Like
Mhm.
just +5 to all stat and that special jump is so really strong. And the reason why is because the meta has shifted so hard to guard.
Specials.
Every single person has guard, right? That's why we've been getting. That's why anti-guard is like one of the most important effects to have on your nuke. And this gets around that completely, 100%. So I think just having that gives so much value to Robin, even if it's just as a support in E3's offense. Like that +5 to all stats is nothing to sneeze at, but the special jump is stupid.
I don't think Robin will age the poorest. Personally, I can't really say because like I think all these units are super unique. But if I had to guess, it would probably be Golvik, unless we get like a mage special that can ignore DR. Actually, IS.
You mean
because-
Flare? Oh.
Yeah.
I would like to say about Golvig, I've seen a lot of people talk about AoE usage with Golvig, and also just having the ranged Gale Force, because right now I can count the amount of ranged Gale Forces in this game on one hand. And using that...
And both of them have Lif in their name.
Yes.
There's
So-
Ninjorin and Linja.
Okay, well...
But that's a duo skill. That doesn't count.
Force is different.
I guess
like
that's true,
Leaf
yeah.
is a true Gale Force user.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
and, like that's where am like a bit iffy on because like Golvik theoretically will always have a place in ARO as a Gale Force initiator. Like double
And hit and
fury,
run too.
like
Yeah.
if damage is a problem, there's always Bolt Tower. Like, yeah, it's
For now.
so it's really
Clear,
hard.
clear
For now.
use
Don't
case.
attempt that Oblivion.
She has a very defined role, and we know what that is. Even in the other modes, that she probably fades away. Like there will always Ninjorin is still good because clear use case. Robin is. I mean, again, are you so melee frontliner? Maybe
You don't. Yeah,
and-
don't,
Doesn't
don't-
need to be on the front.
Yeah, don't
line.
do that. Yeah, I don't think so.
So I mean, backline. So he's just a melee nuke. Melee nukes are.
He's a
yeah,
support. He's a
He
support
just stands there supporting, and if you
Yeah.
need him to do something, he can jump in and maybe catch something off guard.
Yeah, I think he's just a support unit, to be honest.
So he's a secondary unit, and I don't have a whole lot. I have so many of those. I have so many choices. Like I'm having a hard
Well,
time.
who's a better choice than him then?
I mean, there are better
Legendary Robin.
Legend.
Yeah, I was about to say that, Robin.
I
Yeah,
actually
but
like
Legendary
Legendary
Robin.
Elite too.
I'll
Legendary
say-
does more than just +6 to everything.
I'll
He
take
does.
dual Asker. I'll take dual Asker over him. I mean, the cooldown's really important in this meta.
I'll say
his is
Legendary
better than
Robin is just
in a lot of
as
ways.
strong because of the fact that there's nothing that cancels people's debuffs yet. Like there's nothing that removes your debuffs, and so as long as that exists,
there
you're
probably
just gonna
will be
be
at some point.
At some point, but until that comes out, like as long as debuffs exist, and as long as you can apply them on yourself the way he does, or you can even if people try to debuff you, he's still gonna be valuable. Like there's no way around that.
Dang, Matt Davis is calling me out here. Robin has unpredictability. What does Joel preach about ARD?
I mean, melees in ARDs are kind of in a rough spot right now, unfortunately.
Tough, but I mean, they're not wrong. Like unpredictability in ARD is more important than anything else. Like you won't create a defense that is so good that someone can't beat it. So it's got to be more surprising than they. But that's.
Right.
I'm not even saying Robin's bad. Like I don't think that at all. I think he will fade the quickest.
I think it has
two very incendiary takes regarding CYL Robin.
Oh, we're here for it. Come on.
He's not even the best support with the name Robin, and he's also not even the best support they've released in the past 2 months.
In the 2 months?
2 months?
Who was it? Who else was there?
Yeah.
I am a Citrine truther. I have to.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually agree with that.
There's Robin.
Oh look, there's Robin right there.
Oh, I think
I will say though, I absolutely love how you said that because it reminded me of the clip of the Beatles, like one of the Beatles talking about Ringo. The interviewer asked him, "What do you think about Ringo Starr being the best drummer in the world?" And the other Beatle looks at the interviewer and goes, "Ringo Starr isn't the best drummer on the Beatles."
I would like to say that Citrine stocks have gone up solely because of the ability to pass on a sign decoy.
That's not good.
Absolutely
that does not quite work the way you think it does.
No, that's terrible. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Yeah,
that's not a good idea.
You'll cancel
I don't
out
think it
everyone's
actually-
savior effects.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, it cancels out all the
If
saves.
2 conflicting save effects are like within the same range of each other, neither of them will trigger.
Even if you get them in a line, Citrine herself is just going to get destroyed.
Yeah,
You would have to like coordinate that extremely ridiculously, like
It would take a lot of
ridiculously to
pre-plan.
the point where like you may as well just not do it.
Yeah. Never mind.
Okay, so Joel, you got. Did you get one of everybody, right?
I got one of everyone, and I
Okay.
think I'm gonna go a little bit further here.
Oh, you're pulling an
This-
Oblivion. Let's go.
Is to
Going
go
for that
further
last
beyond.
for a corn merge.
Thinking that a sign decoy works like that with Citrine's like weapon isn't an unreasonable thing to think at first glance.
No.
To be fair.
Like, the only reason why I jumped in, I'm like, no, is because I thought the same thing. I'm like, oh, this is going to be so much fun. Then I'm like, wait a minute.
But
Ah.
Rally Spectrum, like she can just spread Rally Spectrum further than like,
Yeah.
you can put her in a team with. Like that's just the thing. Every time we get a really good like visible buff, Citrine's gonna benefit from it somehow.
Oh yeah,
And
somebody
every time we
said
get a visible buff, Brave Chrome goes harder.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
I
Somebody
love
said-
Brave Chrome. He's my boy.
Infinite Pulse
I love
and
his-
Penroth, I think, are already putting like Citrine to great effect on their defenses.
Penroth
so
is
much.
doing an excellent job.
Somebody wrote in chat that they think Robin is advantage or preempt support, and I have seen I have seen El with preempt just slapping down Lunar Flash over and over and over again nonstop.
Yep. Just keep getting better.
It's getting a
Every
little late over
single-
here, so I think I'm gonna hop out, guys.
All right,
Okay.
man.
Good
It
night,
was
Patrick.
great having you. I thank you so much for stopping
Bye.
by.
Take care.
No problem. Anytime, man. All
Later,
right, guys.
Tacho.
take care. I
Okay,
got,
Alex, if Gatekeepers Refined actually casts Undefended, he'll become my favorite character. Like, I will make that bet.
Which one's undefended?
The
anti-save.
anti-save.
Oh, okay.
If he-
That's
If he
the-
gets Canto control in his weapon, though, that would be lit.
I
'Cause
will
then he would
laugh.
be.
so hard.
And this is what I'm talking about. If Gatekeeper's Refine is like busted, Robin's
mean
gimmick
busted,
of jumping is worthless now.
But that
Still
doesn't
grand
matter.
strategy, but
There's
like.
gonna be a lot
Oh, you talk about
of-
Brave, yeah.
not legendary.
I
The
think you
Brave
guys are
Robin,
focusing
but-
on the wrong thing. The jumping isn't what makes Robin good. What makes Robin good is
It's
plus
not
5 all
special.
stats and
Yeah.
special jump.
Yeah.
Like special jump lets units pop off specials. And when you're with Catcher, it's even better because it only gives you -1, which means you can get the special off on the second hit, getting past Hardy Fighter. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's no way to stop it. Guard doesn't work. Scout doesn't work. You just get hit by it. So like it's really strong. The problem is just Robin's melee. That's the only thing that's wrong.
Black magic making a comeback, baby.
The problem is he's melee infantry. Like melee flyer, and you've got a whole lot of other things you can do with him. Like
melee flyer. Yeah. Melee flyer's really good right now. Yeah, you're right. Definitely. Hey, Ilya.
Who saw that coming? Seriously, melee flyers. I don't even. What do you do with that?
Wait
this is
until
what happens when you introduce like skills to help boost some of these archetypes that are struggling. Like we all thought melee flyers were trash, and then guard bearing 4 guidance 4 came in, and all of a sudden they're god tier. So like this is what can happen.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Almost like giving skills to unit archetypes that don't have a lot of skills to work with actually helps them or something. I know, it's crazy.
I'm sure.
Which is why I'm mad about Flare.
Yep.
I mean, we got Flare.
Sparrow is like.
Flare Sparrow's so exactly, so good.
It's like it's rare that we get an A slot that infantry can inherit. Literally, the only other time we've gotten that is Catch Skills. And they
I was talking like Flare
relatively
special from
recent
Soren, not
introduction.
Flare Sparrow Flare.
Oh,
Ilya,
I was talking straight Flare.
Ilya, I refuse to say hi to you until you come into the chat.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, Flared Sparrow.
I have a
rolling in
question
it.
about
Another
assigned decoy. So let's just assume anima defense for a second. I'm not sure who functions as a better near savior, assign decoy Freyr or Formortis.
You can't do Formortis unless you take off Far Save.
If you give like near save to Formortis.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I mean, it depends.
I don't think you can use both saves though.
I think
He's not saying that. He's saying like which one is better between the two. I don't know. It's difficult to. Freyr's really, really bulky. So
Yeah,
I'd say Freyr.
I guess at that point.
Cost efficient wise though, Formortis is already there doing his job. Like why would you you don't have to change anything in Freyr to make him valuable, but Formortis is already doing his job anyway. So like you're gonna invest all those resources to make Freyr a slightly better version. Like I don't buy it. I don't think it's a good investment.
I need to. Oh,
Ooh, Diamond.
Hey, I'll take that all day.
Diamond except for me. What the heck?
Speaking of melee nukes.
Dang. I think Diamond got better actually because of Sword. Because now you can actually use him as like a melee frontliner. You don't have to use Bulwark. And he's just
I got a comment that said now Soren will finally help Brave Dimitri live up to his name as Savior King.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Yeah.
That's actually really good. Yeah.
So,
Oh,
question,
no.
Joel.
I ran out of space.
Uh-oh.
That's a good problem, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The other two Golvigs, is that a merge on one flared sparrow or 2 flared sparrows?
Most likely, what happens there is I merge to a +1 with the plus speed, and then the other one gets fed to Ingrid, and Ingrid gives 4 different people.
Yep.
Flared sparrow.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what I'm doing too.
I have so many rearmed heroes in my stockpile. I want to burn through some.
I have so many Alfreds that I need to burn through.
I mean, let's be real. Alfred's terrible, so you might as well just use him for Flared Sparrow duplication.
Right.
There you go.
Like, Alfred, you have to understand. I need to show you.
But plus 20 defense. Plus 20 defense.
I mean, he's bad in this.
I'm putting my mine in the chat there. My stockpile.
He's bad in his own game too, so it's like not surprising.
Okay, hold on. No. I need to. Everyone needs to check the Party Central Hub chat right now. Tell me Alfred's bad again. Tell me he's bad again. Do it. Tell me to my face Alfred's bad again.
Okay, hold on.
I can't read what it says.
I gotta go check this out.
I remember
I can't read it.
I remember this too.
Oh,
What? I can't read this either.
me either. It's too tiny.
It says S support.
Yeah, should I give an audio like an audio description?
I don't know that I can. That's actually, KS, if you could read that for us.
Well, I don't remember what it says. It says like love share. It doesn't. Do you think I was reading the text? Do you think I was reading the text? I was mashing screenshot and listening to his beautiful voice.
Okay, it's like I want to enjoy Engage, so I didn't actually read the text.
No. That's not it at all.
Shots fired.
I like Engage because all the characters are stupid. I love my cast of dumbasses.
I mean, that's definitely the case.
You should have been here, KS, when we had all the hot takes about stories and stuff.
You really missed it. You would have enjoyed that. I also told everyone about your hot take for Gulvig, where it looks like she peed in her pants.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I remember.
She spilled beer.
Anyway, I gotta head out, but I want to thank you guys so much for having me today.
Definitely take it easy.
Yeah,
this pain will be done soon. So, hey,
No
listen,
problem. I got early work tomorrow. And
Completely
remember,
understand,
Shadow Dragon, guys. Play Shadow Dragon.
Chat
Play Shadow
real quick.
Dragon.
Fire Embros. Go check out their stuff. This is Axum we've got here. It is absolutely fantastic. I'll leave a link in the description to the video when we're done. So I thank you for coming out, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. Anytime. Thank you so much for having me. You guys have a wonderful night.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Joel, you have focus.
But yeah, I know. I'm really excited about this.
Oh,
Time to pop off, Joel. Let's
Imagine
go.
you just get a Soren here and it goes away.
I don't think it goes away if I get something on this one.
Yeah,
It's if I get something on the next one.
No,
It doesn't.
maybe no, it doesn't. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
That activates the next circle. So this circle,
Right,
even if
right,
it
right.
hits like 5
No,
of them.
it's lit up. If there had been Soren, you'd have lost it.
No, because the units are predetermined when you go
Yeah.
into the circle.
Yeah. So basically, if you got like Soren right after, it basically think about it as the focus charge doesn't activate until the next circle. This circle, you're safe.
Wait, did
Yeah.
we
Right.
get the third focus charge on that last circle?
No.
With Diamant, we got it.
With Diamant, with Diamant.
Diamant was on the last circle? I thought it was on the one before.
No, that's what we're saying. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Look, it's
If
handsome.
it was on the one before, that wouldn't have worked.
It's
And
all blurred. It's all blurred together at this point. We've been summoning for a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I need to hear these takes, these story takes.
Oh what? Oh god.
Oh
we're gonna
no!
do this
Oh,
again.
you really
Let's-
want to
I
bring
don't
that
think
back
we'll
up?
do this again.
Alright.
I literally write for a living. You need to run these by me so that I
Did
can
you like
disagree
engage?
with
Okay,
them.
let's start with this. Did you like Engage's story, Cass?
I liked that it was low stakes. I wasn't taking it very seriously because I
Okay.
knew that that was not the required mindset for a game like Engage.
How did you feel about the ending?
It was.
Without spoiling anything.
You have to understand, in my blind playthrough, I was playing Engage for 11 hours straight for the finale, and I think I got to the ending at about 5:30 in the morning, so I don't have many thoughts on the ending.
He's like,
Other
I
than
don't
thank
really
God
remember
this is
it.
over.
There was an ending, it happened, but Chaos, honestly, this is very, very akin to my playthrough. And while mine wasn't an all-nighter, I played through with the 5-year-old, and
Oh boy.
that was exhausting. There was lots of editing I had to do while we were playing. But also, yeah, there were so many questions he had, and he never wanted me to use any of the good units. He always wanted me to use the ones that were neglected.
Like
my
Alfred.
daughter is the same way. She only wants me to use the ones with horses.
Hey,
there we go.
Hey, Robin again. Here we go.
As Sprinkles and Manic
your
said,
focus.
as Sprinkles and Manic said, Robin heard me talking smack, so he's showing up.
it's Ilya.
Ilya.
Hey, hello, Ilya.
I'm gonna
How are
pretend that
you?
my blessing to Joel works. Okay, let me have this. Let me pretend.
Hey, Joel. Ordinary wants to ask what your kids' favorites were. Who your kids' favorites were?
Alir. He calls Alir his girl, and I'm like, he's 5.
Whoa.
I'm not sure if I like this.
He likes
No,
older
no, no.
ladies.
No, let him cook. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
I know he doesn't mean anything by it, but there was a little part of me I was like, should I put a stop to this? I don't know. No, but anyway, I mean harmless.
He's 200.
It's fine.
She's 200 times older than him.
There you go. But yeah, Alir reminded him of his mommy who has blue hair. So.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's actually so sweet.
Isn't the blue side though the only one that gets bedhead?
That's true.
Yes, that's actually right. That's in the Fae. Yeah.
It's also
Engage lore.
It's actually referenced in Engage itself as well. It's under Alir's concern when you go to the fortune teller.
That's
actually
hysterical.
amazing.
I have a confession to
Also-
make. I never went to the fortune teller.
You're not missing out. It was.
I went one
basically
time and
the
I was like,
flavor.
this is I'm good.
I did it once or twice because I wanted to see the card art because I didn't get the tarot deck.
Ah.
Oh right, they did do that.
Also, ordinary. I'm sorry, Joel. I don't mean to hijack, but she
No, go
asked me. Yes, my daughter only likes Cav units because she only cares about the ponies.
Huh.
Hey.
Okay.
We have a dancer.
Okay.
We'll take that.
Oh, okay.
Right. We had Robin. Okay. I was like,
Okay.
wait, we have full focus charge. What happened?
I forgot to
I
put it
have-
down there.
For
Me
everyone who played
Watch
Engage,
the stream on a separate device that has delay, and I'm like, why is everyone celebrating? Oh,
I'd like to ask everyone who's played Engage, what was the unit that you picked up into your army and you're like, this unit is going to be amazing, I'm going to have so much fun using them, and by endgame you're just like, oh my goodness gracious, why did I use you?
Diamant.
Dare you.
Whoa.
Oh god, that's a
That
good
was really
question.
quick. That was quite the blurt there.
My unit who had that happen wasn't a unit I took into late game. It was a character who I recruited, and then I started hating him literally the very next chapter because he kept dying. And he was called Boucheron, by the way.
I liked.
Okay.
When
I
that is
tried to use Alfred for a lot longer than I should have.
I used
Oh.
And
to
then, like,
it was a mistake.
eventually I just had to bench him.
I
Like-
got warned. I got warned about him at the beginning, so I already knew.
I haven't completed Engage yet,
Yeah.
but right now that's looking like it's going to be Lapis for me because Diamant already has her job, and so I made her sword master with a what's the crit blade?
Oh no,
Killing Edge.
Heroes. I love
Killing
Hero
Edge.
in Engage.
Yeah.
Technic-
Not in Engage, what's the katana looking
The
crit
Killing
blade?
Edge.
Crit only. The Killing Edge, yeah. I've given her a Killing Edge because, frankly, half of me is style. So I'm sitting there going, wow, that looks awesome when she doesn't even bother drawing it. But
The problem with them both is that Diamant has a hard time hitting things, and Lapis can't deal damage.
Why don't you just need to give Tiamat a good weapon?
I would like
it's because neither of them are front line for me. I powered up my Anne so much. She literally, I just put her to the front, make sure she has the Tiki bracelet, and she handles everything.
And really,
Or
thing
my
with,
first playthrough was initially Boucheron, but then I'm on my second playthrough, and somehow my Boucheron is
Saying,
busted,
by the
and I'm
way.
like, okay, you know what? You redeemed yourself.
Okay, Joel. This isn't a Nan situation where you're like, oh, it's Hilda, but she has Velocity 3. So in the future, this is gonna be amazing with Velocity 4 draw.
I can't say the line.
No, I'm not saying it.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that was,
Speaking
but
of Nopes.
anyway,
I mean-
what's weird is I already almost have the thing charged up again.
Oh my
I might
gosh.
have it on a soundboard. I might have it on a
no.
soundboard. Let me see
Okay,
if
who
I can
we going
find
for this
it.
time?
All right,
Who do you have left?
Soren and Golbeg.
is
Golveg.
How many Sorens did you have?
just one.
Just one, right?
Is Soren good past
No.
+0?
I mean, I think like any unit plus one's okay, but the thing is with Soren is like his fire's like god tier, right? Because then you don't have to sack a hate there, and you get magic
Well,
no follow up.
player-
And times +4.
But magical no follow-up's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Like, this is like the perfect fodder to give to your Ophelia and have her inherit it to everyone.
I have already
don't-
done
That's
that.
true.
I don't personally like it on Ophelia because she has special spiral 4, right? And like you don't
remember
technically
that.
need both on a character. Like you're kind of picking one or the other. But I mean, like, right now we don't have any other choice. But yeah, I think
Right.
I
mean,
I
it's
guess
just-
Ophelia, like,
rearm
I would-
dome.
Hey, Chronicos, real quick. Yes, you are the only one who thinks Flare is actually good.
I think it might be good. I haven't done any testing yet. I have no
Chronicos,
opinion.
I actually did the math on it. So if your enemy has like 60 res, you're dealing like 36 damage at max. Meanwhile, with Soren having Iceberg, that's the 50% one, right? He's dealing
Yeah.
like 32. You're getting like an extra 4 damage, but that's conditional. If your enemy has no res, you're dealing like 18 if they have 30 res.
Is it the whole
So
point of Flare, like the healing? Like that's
It's
what makes it good.
like
There's healing,
it's
yeah.
like Ruptured Sky with a stat that's not going to be very high a lot of the time.
That's
yeah,
a really
but, like, if you get the healing aspect, you're dealing even less damage, and it's just.
I mean,
I wish it was unit res based. That would have been
It's
the
not-
best
I don't-
skill ever.
Okay, let's
don't
be
think
real.
so.
So here's the thing about Flare. Flare is really good. It just is. It's damaging. It has healing. That's really
Right.
nice. The
Like,
thing is,
serious.
it's not armor. It's not piercing, which is what we
Mhm.
thought Flare would be. So it's not as good as we
Right.
thought it was gonna be. And that's
Mhm.
the big thing is everyone's disappointed that it wasn't the thing that really mages needed. So,
Yeah.
Right.
It's
And it's like
added
Flare's
bonus,
good,
blind
though.
mages that don't
Like
have
when we thought,
magical follow-up
like when we
special
saw
for access.
thought Legendary Veronica special was going to be inheritable.
I never thought that.
I
So, Volts, just to answer your question, so Flare is good against high res units by 4 damage. Yes.
But the thing is,
It's
that's not
it's
the point. The point is,
slightly
the
better.
point of Flare is healing. So I think like you want Flare on like Duo Ymir or like Duo Asker, right? Because they can both, like especially
Well-
Duo Asker, he can charge it up
Yes.
instantly, and then
yeah.
he's
Right.
bulky. So what you're really getting out of that isn't the damage; it's that Asker can't die easily, which that sets up the rest of your team to do well.
Mhm.
Well, my thing is, I like my units to kill because if they kill, I don't have to worry about healing because they're just the enemy
What-
dead.
What an
What do I gotta be
underhanded
afraid of?
statement. The thing is, I like my units to kill.
Like, I like my units to beat the enemy. Flare
Oh.
can't do that consistently.
I'm-
Therefore,
Yeah, but
It's
what about what happens when you get enemy faced, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, and my units are dead anyway. Who cares? Well, how is Flare gonna? That's the
How
point.
is he going to get in?
Wait, hold on.
No. My unit with
Also-
20 defense, Flare will help them survive. They're getting one shot anyway, man. What are you
No,
talking
no.
about?
So I'm not saying that. You put it on like imagine you have Soren, you make dual Asker into your far save on the team, and they have Flare, right? Now you're not you can run a near save, you can run something else, and
Okay,
dual
but
Asker's gonna be
if
hard
he
to kill.
gets attacked, I'm just gonna bonfire and blow stuff up, and they're dead anyway.
I mean that's not always the case.
to answer this question, Joel, if you're not going to go greens anymore, go green. Otherwise, go Golveg.
I think you're are you done, Joel? After
Yeah,
right
this
here,
is
right?
it for me. And
Yeah.
I it's Soren. I because I want an
Yeah.
extra copy of
Yeah.
Flare. I mean, I want an extra copy of Flare. I want to give it to Ophelia, and I want to give both of those
Right.
to
Yeah.
other units.
Right.
Makes sense.
And that's I have there's too many fun things that we can do with Flare. Again, it's a good special. I apologize to Chronicos for coming down on it there, but that's also
Worst
yeah
case
I
scenario, you can score well with it in arena. Like it's still got that kind of value.
there you go.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
Arena
I was
is-
excited about that too until my happy couldn't get it, and then I'm like, I hate the skill.
Yes, Arena,
problem with
everyone's
players is
favorite
not-
mode, Arena.
There's the truth. There's the truth right there.
Threading the needle to score to tier 21 is a lot harder for newer players than it used to be. So having a skill like Flare is actually pretty useful.
Well, yeah, like, okay, it's not just the happy thing. I thought it was based off his res. If it was based off his res, I would love the skill to bits. But it's based off the enemy's res, which is like varying. So I don't know. I'm
It's
just
the
not
same
a
thing with
super
Retro
fan. Maybe you can
Sky.
change my mind. I'm
It's
being
because
open to being proven wrong, but it's got to work
It's-
for it.
It's
Yeah.
volatile. That's the issue I have with it. Like,
Joel,
I
real
mean,
quick,
what
what
is
is
the main issue
what's
is
the
the lack of
weakness
DR
for Flare?
piercing. Like that's the
That
main
too.
issue, the lack of DR piercing.
It's inconsistent. It can't get like if it had the piercing, it would actually get kills too. So I'd be
Also,
okay
you
with that.
forgot
The problem
to,
is it can't
um,
reliably get kills, which is what specials kind of need to do.
noontime? Okay.
you forgot to put Helda on the board, by the way.
Oh yeah, right.
I forgot.
Speaking
Hilda.
of which, I did finally find the voice clip and I uploaded it to Discord. So
Hilda!
Excellent.
Okay, I'm gonna have to give the point to Tactic because I barely even touch ether raids anymore. I get up to the, what are they called?
That's a bad sign.
The thingies that let you get the free units.
The Grails.
Grails, that's the word. I forgot about it. See, that's how little I actually care about ether raids now.
you can get the Grails by just doing daily auto dispatch.
Oh gosh.
I feel like.
Oh wait, I don't have to play the game. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Good news.
The fact that you didn't even know it was called is a bad sign.
Well, I haven't used it in a while because I'm stockpiling for God dang it, what's her name now? Give me 1 second here. I'm waiting for Zepia.
So the reason
Zepia,
player is bad because it's not nearly as good in Heroes as it is in Engage, and therefore it offends.
Wait, say that one more time.
Flare offends me because in Heroes it's not that good, but in Engage it's like the best skill in the game. It's like the best Engage skill in the entire roster.
Please do not get me started on the inheritance issues that I have with the skill. I'm just gonna...
Is Flare in Engage, or am I thinking of Ignis?
No,
Flare
Flare's
is
on
special.
it's an Engage
on Emblem Soren.
It's so good.
And is it really better than Extra
Very
Rain?
good.
It's
And the
the
combination with that one dragon character, and yep.
Yeah, it's the single strongest build and the strongest unit uses this skill.
Yeah, why couldn't Flare be like that? Like, Flare, we were all like, we all talked about wanting like a good mage special, right? Like,
I was crying almost. Like I was almost in tears because I was so excited to apparently not use Flare.
Oh.
That's
yeah. And
Flare,
then it just disappointed us. And then the inheritance restrictions came out, and then disappointed us even more, as if that was already possible.
Yeah.
I forgot to say, but the thing of Alfred and Engage, I know I'm still on this, but hear me out.
Wait, Alfred.
He's a slow burn unit locked in the early game. You really need Erica to bring out his full potential, and because he's such an early game unit, it's easy for you to not bring him to that point.
Is that Alfred,
whole
the
game, he was
support
terrible.
that you sent us blurry but couldn't remember what it was?
I can get the full res screenshot if you want. I can go on my Switch and grab it.
Yo, guys, I learned something super awesome last week. So the voice actor for Clan in English, the English voice actor for Clan, is a huge Fire Emblem fan.
Ooh.
And has been for like a decade, like at least.
I mean, yeah, like I think a lot of people that worked on this game were huge fans too. Like, I know the artist, Mika Picasso, is also a huge fan as well of Fire Emblem.
It's just neat. That guy's a fairly popular voice actor, but just like he's a big enough fan to remember the time when Blazing Blade was called Rekken no Ken or Blazing Sword by the entire fan base.
It was really fun to see the Gulvig voice actress talk about how she was just absolutely amazed that she had started playing this game on day one and then got to voice Gulvig. Like that was neat for me.
Yeah, that was cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Joel, when are you gonna voice one?
Any day now. I have my resume in, and they're gonna call me. I swear. Anyway, but we really need to close things out. We've been going for quite a while, I have kept these lovely people here with me. You guys are all amazing. Definitely, DTM just put out another Aether Raids clear, which is awesome. Your latest one is the one with Assault Troop Linja, right?
Linja, Assault Troop Linja, yes. Gotta take
it.
advantage of male Alir bonus. It's amazing, so much fun. Yeah.
Bard always has a ton of lives. If you haven't seen his best of, the best of video where he has all of the FEHtubers pick a best unit, definitely go and check that out. Chaos, what do you have cooking right now?
Well, I just came back to my channel after A whole bunch of things. I guess we'll cut it short there. I went for a lot over the past month, but I'm back now. I uploaded a video. I stream on Twitch now too. Fair warning, all my content, fat content warning. I have a vocal tech that's not family friendly.
And it's fantastic. It is. Your recent YouTube video was YouTube almost killed my channel. Is that I'm trying to, I saw it today and I didn't get a chance to see it yet.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, go check that out. That always amazing. Oblivion has the Omni Tank tier list coming out, and I want to see it so bad.
I'm hoping to get it out Saturday, but I have to not sleep because they keep changing things, like adding gambits, and I have to go re-record and rewrite stuff.
Right.
That's what's so hard is that the skill creep has been so crazy that every time something comes out, it changes the way Omni Tanks work. But Graybeard, you just put out a summoning video, and you've been doing your randomizers. Definitely go check that out. And Wombo, any day now. Any day
I feel like
now.
that's my personality. Just any day now, I'll make my first video.
We're waiting for it. But anyway, I thank you all for coming out. I really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely amazing. Sticking with us for this long. So take care. Schedule an appointment with your FEHologist soon. And you guys want to all say bye?
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
See you on the battlefield.
Don't forget to sub to FEHology.
Only takes 5 seconds, but it truly does support the channels.
And doesn't cost anything.
And Sprinkles.
Or else.
Shut up,
Help
Sprinkles.
us, he's not paying us.
I see you there. DM me. Seriously. I have something to talk to you about. Anyway, that sounded really weird. I apologize. It's not that weird. It's just about like being on the chat. That came out of my mouth and I didn't like it at all. So, all right, well, let's close off with that. You guys have a good one.